You're what? I can't.
All the
I did it.
the family tree stuff.
Oh yeah, get your family trees out.
Yeah, so
You don't want to get lost.
what is happening? What is this? Is this new?
This is a Grant made, and I respect Grant and his abilities, and yeah. So,
No, I didn't make it. I just googled intros flash fantasy, found one.
I just lost all those photos.
No, you're not gonna do the do.
I gotta find a spot for it, you know.
I just put mine in.
I'm going with one
Like
of the old cross. I'm going with one of the old ones.
Wait, but I'm not in this one.
Yeah, you are, buddy. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled.
That's not me.
And if neurotic comes up, I apologize. Do not look at it if you get angry easily. We need some updated ones.
Hey, I am in this.
Yes, you never showed up last year, but that's cool. That's cool.
Well, I mean, you want to talk about not showing up?
Well, yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Crossroads. It's
it is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't.
You know what? We're deleting
And
this
so,
one.
having said that, I won't miss
Speaking of
glory
Jimmy.
hole.
I might have hit the wrong
Do you know
button.
how much he has done for the NFL and for sports in general? And
Yeah,
What did you do then?
I X'd myself out and I lost. I don't even know how that got on. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Monday night day after Sunday House of the Dragon review live, where we discuss episodes of
Tuesday.
season 2. Yeah, Tuesday for you people in the future. House of the Dragon, and I'd like to thank you all for supporting the channel with a why don't you club that like button like they clubbed blood. All right.
I thought you were going to say a baby seal, but that
you
works
know,
too.
Oh, yikes.
Both work.
Hey,
We have
hey
great.
Jane. Sorry,
Yep.
I was just going to say, Jane, when you're ready, I'll send you the link.
No,
Just
we don't do
let
that
us
to
know.
Jane. When she is ready.
Yeah.
ready.
No, I said when she's ready,
No,
when we
I-
hit
I
that
don't feel
episode.
I felt like that was a little bit pressure. Oh, Fatal, come on, man. You want to come on? Say yeah.
Wait, is he trolling us?
No, Fatal J loves me.
No, the great episode last night.
Hey, a lot of people liked
probably
it.
serious. I mean, some people like it.
There's a
The
couple
episode
things
was awesome last night.
there was some good
There's some very
I'm
good
not going to be negative. I'm not one of those people that thinks it's trendy to be negatives. But there are some things I had issues with, definitely. So we will go over that, but let me introduce the panel. First off, we'll introduce the ladies who definitely like shows that suck. Bad Takes Bojan. How are you?
Hello, everybody. I'm doing great. Loved last night's episode. Can't wait to talk about it. And so happy to be here with all of my friends. Because I only have friends on computer. No one likes me in real life.
A lot of us, when you get older, it's easier that way. Definitely easier that way. Thank you for being here. Miss Martin Muses, how are you?
Oh, hey, doing okay. 2 weeks of my confinement. And I have one cat left in my life and a dog now who thinks, I guess, that I'm his new best friend. So it's all good times here. And of course, getting to watch the dragons and the...
Yes, you know what you could do? You could do some really good breakdowns because you could rewatch if you wanted to, you know?
It's true.
I'm going to actually bring that up in a minute, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're feeling better. And we also have the guy who's in the future from the world of the Aussies, Prince Grantarian, first of his name.
Hello.
Well done. Well done. You sold that. What's going on, brother?
Yeah. Oh, not much. I mean, I find it amazing that we finally got confirmation that Darren actually exists.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
Yay. Justice for
And-
Darren the Daring.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe in 4 seasons they might even mention Maylor.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a prediction about Maylor.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. They changed it up, but they'll get it back around. So we'll talk about that in a bit. We also have the bro man himself, Brotorius, Matt Cheese. Mo.
Yeah. Matt Gavelli. I'm between that and Mad Pock Choppa as my rap name.
Okay. Working
One or the
working
other.
for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's me, they're them, and we're here. Nailed it.
I
Nailed it.
thought you were giving your
Nailed it.
pronouns. They're them.
Oh.
I
we're
guess I'm gonna be the Christie of the stream because I was not feeling last night's episode.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go over it. I wish I could have got into my HBO Max, but I forgot the password because I would have liked to go along kind of chronological, but that never works with us. But let's say hi to the chat real quick. We have Bad Takes Bojan and Miss Martin Muses and myself. We're first, but then the lovely Jane Theory, who is a friend of the channel. I know people. She's here. She had a couple things there to say. Hey, ha, feet, ha, things like that. Vanessa finally on time. So I appreciate that. If that came off wrong, I didn't mean it that way, but I'm just happy you got the notification and you're here. We have the beautiful Fatal J in the house. He probably just put one note and left me, but I sent him the link. Soul Assassin, the man, the myth, the legend. I love this dude. Him and Awesome One come every week and help me out. And I really appreciate these two guys. So thank you so much. Oh, and there's Awesome One.
He's also one of my favorite rappers as well.
Yeah. What? He raps?
Yes. Soul Assassin
I mean,
is the best.
Sounds good, right?
I'm
Okay,
a
I'm
Jay
going
Got
with it.
Flavor from the 903 kind of a guy.
Okay. And Biggles is here. Sporking is not real. Don't tell anyone. I'm an AI. Oh, look at your meta too. It's Facebook. They can take your. Anyways, look at the privacy stuff.
Hey Scott, you know, you need to talk to your wife about get some base, get some powder, take a little bit of the shine off.
Bit of the shine off the top.
Dude, I just took a shower. Like, do I need to get like a powder? Really?
Get a little
You know
base
what?
to it.
I do. I come off like my greasy Italianish side of me, but really, I just showered, so I shouldn't look. It's just in there, isn't it? It's in there.
Embrace your inner George Washington. Get out the powder.
Thank you. You know what? I will. And
Makeup and
ironic.
wardrobe is an important part of any YouTube stream.
First of all, I don't wear blue hair. That would be my
Echo.
cousin.
No, fuck.
Echo. Who the hell?
Not
It's
Echo.
Edwin.
What?
Edwin.
No, that's not your cousin.
Spelled EDCO. Edwin.
Yeah, Edwin.
Yeah.
That's not canon. No.
They are. They
Yeah.
definitely are. That is so canon, dude. You got to go back. Go back and look. Edwin is canon. For you who don't know, my CFO of Sporking News Podcast is Edwin. Edwin hasn't been on camera for a long time, but coming back, no blue hair. I think Edwin might have red. So be prepared.
Oh.
So let's
sexy stuff.
Isn't that weird?
It
Because you
is.
just got a red wig yourself. That's crazy.
no, I where?
Is
I don't have
it
a
the
red
same
wig.
one hanging up behind you?
That's a mop. I just mopped the carpet. Just
After
totally
blood
mopped.
and cheese.
Oh.
Yeah, I totally did.
Y'all remember Drew?
Awesome.
What?
Supreme Heretic?
Yeah, Drew.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, where is he?
And behind him in his room was a mop and a bucket
Yeah.
forever. And I kept say, bro, move it to another room. And he never did it.
Yeah.
Right, that's
Yeah.
better than Stephen Walton streaming from what looked like a
Oh.
bathroom.
Oh, he
Right,
was
yeah.
screaming from a bathroom. That was the best
shower
part. He
curtain?
was. He
Slash
was.
his office.
Let's not
He's
talk
either
about
collecting his
that.
thoughts or dropping them off.
Let's not talk about that narcissistic son of a bitch. We're going to talk about Brian McCann. Hail chat and panelists. No, I love Walton. So I mean, it's confirmed if I haven't left that dude in all the crazy shit he's done. I like the guy. But let's go over the show. So episode 2, House of the Dragon, season 2. Let's be kind of general, but what did you got? Oh, and by the way, everybody, spoilers for books, series, all that stuff. Future anime, definitely. Mad Cheesemo, what did you think about the episode? Because you know what? No, I'm coming to you last because you didn't like it. So that takes Bojans. Tell me how great it was.
I liked the episode. I liked that it was longer. Some people thought it was slow, but I was happy with the pace. I like how they're continuing to foreshadow the characters, and I'm loving Rainey's episode after episode. She is just, I'm becoming more and more. She's my girl. So sad. I'm going to be very, very sad later this season. So
I actually got to say she was a lot, well, because she was in bed with her man, I guess. So she was a lot, more, she was like softer, but what she said in that moment, I also agree. And we'll go over that.
Or what about
made
the way
her
she looked at Damon?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Ooh.
Dude, just the weird way they intertwine with like the different dragons, everything. We'll go over it again. But so overall, what would you give it?
I'd say that I'd give it a 7.5.
Okay, 7.5. All right. Miss Martin Muses, how did you like it?
Well, I liked it better than last week's, but still in general, 75% of it sucked and 25% of it was great. They are really, in my opinion, totally destroying the overall plot of the entire Dance of the Dragons, mainly with the way that they are portraying Rhaenyra. I mean, they are not going with Rhaenyra. The Rhaenyra that they are presenting to us is not going to be the Rhaenyra of King. Well,
it can't be, right?
It can't be. And so people are going to get very upset because they're not writing her well. They keep giving all of the bad things she does to other people, like Damon.
Right.
And that whole Damon and Rhaenyra stuff, they're destroying it. And if something is true about Nettles, it's going to be destroyed even more. So I'm very, very frustrated with that. The positive part was, believe it or not, Aegon. Who would have thought that Aegon II would be saving House of the Dragon? I mean,
what a great
I
actor.
thought he was fantastic. He was very well written. He was consistently written. He was a good example of, yes, we have that outline and they need to fill in the gaps, and they filled it in logically. Otto was amazing. He and Otto were the MVPs, but everyone else sucked. Oh my gosh. Allison.
I thought Allison was pretty good in some of the scenes, not all, but
well, the way it ended up at the end with her and Cole, it was straight out of Days of Our Lives. It was an 80s grape scene. I mean, we've seen that 1,000 times.
Yeah, it wasn't like General Hospital good 80s. It was like Days of Our Lives. I'm with you.
She's slapping him. She's slapping him.
Yeah, and then it's
she's like, now I've got to kiss you. It's like, oh, for
now I'm horny.
Crying out loud.
Yeah.
If she had seen him in the bedroom and she just turned around and walked right out, that would have been awesome.
Yes.
That would have been
yes.
This episode was trope heavy, if you ask me.
Hold on.
A lot of tropes.
You're right. You're coming next. But first, Grant, what'd you give it?
Yeah, I had a lot of issues with this one. I feel like they're destroying the relationship between Damon and Rhaenyra, because that, to me, that was something that, like as I said, like with stuff later on that's going to go down, it already can't happen. Where she's basically said that she never trusted him, no one, and I mean, she begged him to get married. It's what I don't get. Like, it's they fundamentally changed so many little things. And did they have to make the little kid's head wobble on the fucking cart? That just threw me.
Yeah, that was worse than the
just like
scene
fucking
last week.
bobblehead, really?
Yeah,
I'll give him
was
credit for it.
There's no way that's sewed up nicely with the way he was hacking
the
at
cut.
no
way the cut was that clean.
You know?
We'll get to that too, though. But you're right. Well, go ahead, man.
I was gonna say that I expected it to fall off, because when they hit the bump, I'm like, oh, are they really gonna roll the head? And then I was like, what if they did it on purpose to make it even that more horrendous of an act? That the head flops off and it has a bigger impact.
I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to.
I think it did, because we saw spoiler photos of the two of them running with the veils on.
Yeah, but there's other funerals.
Scenes.
Don't forget,
Okay.
there will be
Yeah,
other funerals.
that's true.
This
But they're
season?
well, there might be, and we don't know where they're going with this show. You're right, though. Those funerals, I don't even think take place in King's Landing. So that I
No,
can
I
think
think
of.
that it
So
was.
That was the only one that it could
they
have
must have
been.
cut it.
Yeah,
What do you
I
think,
think
Teresa?
somebody was like, "How about we not have the child's head roll down the street?" You know?
Yeah, and then the people going crazy because it looked like Teresa. I don't know. Like I thought that was going to be the moment when. All right, so when they have the procession, I thought she was going to lose her shit, Helena, and actually jump out, and her mother all the people would be chasing her, and her mother would be chasing, and it would just get chaotic. And that's what I thought those photos were from.
Yeah, I felt like that too, not just because of the spy photos or the spoiler photos, but also
Mhm.
because of the way it cut. Like she's like, "Oh, don't panic," and then boom, it was over. So I felt like the actual editing that we still had about 2 minutes left of that scene.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
I agree. So let's get into it. I gotta say, I didn't watch the opening last week, so I rewatched episode 1. There was a couple things I picked up that I missed talking about on the show. Like the Helena role, I actually think they're doing a really good job with making her, everyone thinks she's nuts, but she's
She is.
really prophetic. She's very prophetic, and I think she's almost not sure if what she's thinking and seeing is the reality or where, like where reality actually is.
Good Take Bojan said that he did not know that she was prophetic. And this is someone who
Mhm.
hasn't read the books, has only been watching the show,
Right.
So he said, yeah, they totally missed expressing that.
Right. Okay.
Well, in the first episode, when she talks about the rat, she looks straight at the kid's crib
Yes.
as well.
And she also, she's sewing. She is sewing in that episode. And it turns out she was right. Embroidering. Is there a difference?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
there is. Okay. So was the
Typical man.
embroidering,
Ugh.
well, it was that the shroud that she
Yes.
gave her.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the
Oh,
shroud.
okay. So she was already preparing it in episode 1. And if you put on closed captions when they walk in,
She said they just want the boy.
they're here for the boy. You know, like
Yeah, they're here for the boy.
yeah, she is really impressive. Like the actress, like because I got to say, there's certain actors on this show, like the guy who plays Cole. What an ass! I can't stand that dude. She is crazy in her prophetic way. I really like that. But I think that Matt Smith, the others, like they're doing a great job. The actors, no matter what material they're giving them, they're doing a great job with what they're given.
Yeah,
I don't think
I feel like
anybody's
it was a
mailing
really
it in.
a really good acted episode. Some of the plot points, like you mentioned about Cole, when he's having
Mhm.
a go at Eric for his brother being a traitor, it's like blah blah. Well, how do we know you're not? If your brother's a traitor, I'm just like, are you saying the king's a traitor too? Then,
Yeah.
because the king's sister, like,
Yeah.
that whole scenario with Cole was so freaking dumb.
It
So
was so
tropey.
obvious.
What
It was
do they
so
That is
call
obvious.
it?
not
too.
humans do not have that kind of a conversation. They don't.
Right.
And if they do, it's because they're projecting hardcore and they don't even realize it. One,
Mhm.
well,
But
two,
everyone else does.
yeah. Two, I don't know why people are like, oh, he's the worst character, Cole. Oh, I hate him. I'm like, what the fuck? What? He's just a nothing for me. There's so little happening with him. Acting wise, you know what I mean? He's just this.
He just always
He's
looks
trying to
shocked.
be stoic, but it comes
Mhm.
off as maybe he's a little fatata, and he just
Mm.
doesn't pick up on social cues. I think people are wanting a villain, and they've made everybody else that could be a villain very ambiguous in like what their goals are. So everybody are latching onto him as the villain, even though
Right.
no, he's not.
No, I mean, so yeah, maybe I don't know. There's been scenes where I can't stand the dude, but that scene in general, the scene between him and Eric,
Eric or
that
Eric?
was Eric, whatever. That was very tropey. It was very like, I'm upset and hurt, so I'm going to take it out on you because you're my underling. You know, like,
And what you don't know is that I'm actually your uncle or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was pathetic.
Yeah.
He's so badly written. He's pathetic already to begin with, but they have brought him to a whole other level this season. First of all, by making him the DLDO of Alicent, and now this, like, "Oh, your cloak's dirty. Oh, your cloak's dirty. Oh, you
Dude.
suck. I guess you're gonna
Yeah.
have to go and
It-
try
Yeah.
to, like, do a suicide
I wish
mission."
right. I
You
wish he
get it?
picked
It's
up
like the
his
military,
food.
Matt. You got to clean your boots.
Well, I was hoping like he's like your cloak's dirty. Go change it. And like he picked up a tray, and when he was walking by, he tripped them or something, like like Spider-Man style.
To me, it just made me question how he ever was put in that position to begin with, because he has zero leadership style, like skill at all. Because the dude just came off like a 24-hour bullshit, and he's like, "No, your cloak is dirty." He's taking out his personal shit onto the people under him. That you know what I mean? He's in charge of.
The truth of is he kind of falls into it. So when he becomes a White Cloak, during like Rhaenyra is like forced to watch these people like kind of like show themselves in an interview for the
Right.
Kingsguard, the one position open, and she found him attractive and he was talented, so
Right.
she had him put on as a show of like power. And then when the other Lord
Because he has
Commander,
no noble house.
right, and when
Yeah.
and they didn't want him, so that's why she put him on. But when Westerling, right, it's Westerling leaves because he wouldn't kill. Who wouldn't he kill? I can't remember. But the last Lord Commander in the book dies, but in this, he's gone somewhere. We don't even know where he is. He's just in the right place at the right time. Same where Otto and Aegon are fighting, right place, right time. He just-
Red wine.
Oh, it was red wine.
Red
Sorry,
wine.
was it red wine? What did I say?
West.
Oh,
But with
doesn't
Cole though, even though he was put in that position, even though he was not qualified for it, how anyone still listens to him is beyond me, based on
Mhm.
his behavior with him. No wonder
Mhm.
there was people that left, because he has no ability to keep them together, and it's absurd. Also, what if Eric shaved his beard while he was over on the black side?
Well, that's
you
I
show
was
up with
thinking
a
the
fucking goatee
dude,
the whole
thinking
time, bro.
The same thing.
What if he got a haircut?
What if he was
Dude,
like,
you
you know what, I'm
show
going to
up.
change it up a little bit. I'm going to do a handlebar,
Okay.
like I was thinking of the same stuff.
He goes over there, and Rhaenyra's just like, "All right, you've proven yourself here. I'm gonna make you my own version or something. Here's a sigil. He's just
Right.
anything. Here, have a new cape.
Yeah.
In fact, don't
Different
wear a cape
armor.
because it's only gonna get dirty."
Yeah. Yeah. Let me give you a scar. I don't care. Like something that
I mean,
changes them up.
we know how to handle this with twins when they're born. You put a thing around their ankle or whatever, so you can identify
Yeah, or
which
you
one is
brand
which.
them.
You paint the toenail. You paint the toenail, actually.
Or you
yeah.
brand
Or you
them,
put a
right?
different ribbon, or
Yeah.
you put their hair up in ponytails in different colors, different.
Yeah.
I mean,
See, Jane
everything
and I
about them
think
was
alike.
identical. Even the identical swords. Change it up. Do something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that-
I don't know
that
if
was
you saw
dumb.
my long rant about this in the DM
No.
group, because it really pissed me off, because it was I thought it had the most potential as far as threads in this show was
Mhm.
these two brothers that are split on. They're twins, they're
Mhm.
two bodies, one soul,
It's like the Civil War.
but they have this ideological breaking point, right? A
Mhm.
paradigm shift, and they go in totally different directions. That could have been an entire show with the Dance of Dragons as the backdrop, with all the craziness, just really go wild with the war. But really what you're focused on is
Mhm.
this very personal, very intimate conflict between two brothers.
Bro, but
But
it is.
instead, we wasted it in the
Yeah.
second episode of the second season. And how many scenes have we had of inclusion? You know what I mean? Forced inclusion. That, by the way,
Oh,
love the dude,
the black bastards.
right?
Oh,
I
that,
mean,
that come off bad in my head. Never mind.
I think
Mhm, yeah,
aren't
that
they
was weird.
just setting them up? Aren't
Well,
they just setting them up
yes.
as characters, kind of like Hugh Hammer and because you notice his wife was in the crowd when they
Yep.
were
Yeah,
with
during the
telling
procession.
the
Well,
funeral.
here's the problem. There's so little to show that they're showing that it is going to connect. Obviously, it's going to connect to the main threads later. But and I love seeing Booby from Friday Night Lights, the movie, and Father from Raised by Wolves. Dane gets rewatched both seasons of Raised by Wolves. That show's so good.
I have
We
to
were
watch it.
robbed out of a third season. But anyway, I love seeing them. But
Not enough
all that
wolves in it.
time wasted, you could have used to actually delve into what happened with the twins and why they made the choices that they made. That could actually be your your vehicle for all the themes that you're trying to get through, the political and all the
Yeah.
power shit and all that, using them.
They have so many
less
toys,
smut,
but
more
they
story.
don't.
Right,
Well,
Jane?
they have a lot of toys, and they don't know what to do with it. So, this is in the book. Sir Eric with an A came ashore without hindrance, donned his armor and white cloak, and had no right. Also, he's coming off a boat with a white cloak, like all fully,
In a helmet.
and
Like,
helmet
relax,
and everything.
bro.
And
Yeah.
everyone's like, dude, weren't you just in the shitter? So had no trouble gaining entrance to the castle in guise of his twin brother, just as Christian Cole had planned. Deep in the heart of Dragonstone, however, as he was making his way to the royal apartments, the gods brought him face to face with Sir Eric himself, who knew at once what his brother's presence meant. The singers tell us that Sir Eric said, "I love you, brother," as he unsheathed his blade, and that Sir Eric replied, "And I you, brother," as he drew swords. The twins battled for the best part of an hour. Grand Maester Munkin says, "The clash of steel on steel woke half the Queen's court, but the onlookers could only stand by helpless and watch, for no man there could tell which brother was which. In the end, Sir Eric and Alric dealt each other mortal wounds and died in one another's arms with tears upon their cheeks." Not that he threw himself on. And
even the other
Depends on
story.
the version. Also,
Well, yeah.
Mushroom said,
Mushroom stated that that they cursed each other, and Eric ended up dying 4 days later of a gut wound.
right.
Right.
Like just
either
bitching
one of
about his
those
brother.
Either one of those variations of it would have been better than what we got, because what we got was the, oh no, I don't know which one to shoot. I mean stab or whatever,
they-
Yeah.
They did have that thing at the end, though. I mean, and it was, I thought, the better story that they did truly love each other, and it was a torment for them. They were both doing their duty to their sovereign, or who they thought was their sovereign. So, I mean, I think it was better than the, screw you, kind of.
Right. I agree, but what ruins everything is the guy's like, "Oi, I don't know which one to shoot." I don't know if they have an Australian accent there.
They do. I think they do.
He's from northern Westeros. Anyway,
Sounds
yeah.
It's Dragonstonian, the accent actually.
Dragonstonian.
But it just, because the whole time I'm like, man, they're gonna fucking do it, aren't they? They're gonna do the which one do I shoot? And they fucking did it.
Yeah.
It blew
Yeah.
my mind.
Yep.
Well, that was what it was supposed to be, though. I mean, out of all the things last night, I'm with Tina here, that it was not the worst thing that they had last night. But I think what you're bringing up, Mad Gizmo, is that they're not very skilled writers.
No.
They're not able to write it or direct it. Maybe it's the director, that the editors, that it's coming off as stupid instead of the way it should be.
One,
No.
they should have got the guys from the raid. Any fight choreography should automatically go to Mad Dog or the other guy, 100% every time, right? But two, they spent 30 hours training, and I got to be honest, the fight was not that.
They spent 30 hours training for that.
Yeah.
That was
Just
sloppy.
that 30 hours for that scene.
Yeah.
Just the choreography alone for
That's
that scene.
yeah, that's insane.
It-
That's insane.
I didn't like the
The-
way it was shot. I didn't like the cuts, and
Yeah.
the whole time you're just waiting. Well, for me, the whole time I'm waiting for someone to do which one do I shoot, and
Yeah.
it took away from the whole thing. And then this is it. This is the culmination of like everything that they've been through. This is all we
Right.
get. They couldn't.
Brother versus
spend
brother
any more
battles
time.
in A Song of Ice and Fire on screen have always sucked. They
Oh
can't
yeah,
adapt brother
the
versus
game
brother.
bowl,
Yeah.
I gotta say though, when he turns around and he's like, "I'm sorry, Your Grace," and drops on his sword, like that
Great.
definitely was her man.
That's how
because
I
he
knew it
called
was
her
Eric.
Your Grace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
well, not just that. Also, because Eric stood by the initial word of the king at the time, and,
Mhm.
and protected Rhaenyra and everything, and he's now a kinslayer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you can't live like that.
Yeah, and I actually didn't mind the offing himself, because it did show the larger
Mhm.
theme of they are all in a pact right now. They're already in a pact. They're
Right.
all going to just kill each other. That they're doomed. So I didn't mind that again, but I think they're having trouble with whoever's in charge of some of the other stuff, because I feel bad for the actors. I mean, if they had to train that much and work that hard, and then
Mhm.
didn't quite come across as it is, or they should have built it up a little more. Maybe given us some more time with those two
characters. Yeah.
those two characters, even in the first episode. I mean, hell, I remember when I was watching it the first season, even me and my mom, we were like, okay, these guys, who are they and why are they there? And why is this guy now siding with Rhaenyra? And why is this guy siding with that? It was just a missed opportunity that it was good. It was probably one of the better things of yesterday, but it could have been better.
Well, that's what I said last week. Like, we didn't get to meet Helena enough in the first season, or saw the softer side of Aegon enough to really give a crap if his kids got killed. It's just the idea of a child being murdered is terrible, but it could have been even so much worse. And you know, they softened the blow. So I really did like, I'm going to try to go in order here, but I really did like that symbolic thing where Aemon is destroying the King's Landing his father took decades to create in the beginning. You know, someone who spent more time trying to build this city than with his own son. His son now is destroying it after a child he wanted to be close to was murdered. I thought that was kind of neat. The second time watching it, I kind of thought about that.
I think my issue with that whole thing is the waste of what it could have been. You know what I mean? It just really felt like a waste of a really interesting story that they could have spent a little bit more time cooking.
Oh,
you know?
God, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. I'm with you.
In the hose window, I shoot because.
Yeah,
well,
it was dumb.
now we know how Mazaria becomes Rhaenyra's Master of Whispers.
Right.
Well,
I mean, that definitely will happen.
Did she
Like they've even removed her They've removed her implication from the death of the Jairus, because Blood named her.
Well, she admitted to giving information.
Yeah, but she's, according to the Crown, she's off scot-free because she had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, no, I get that. What I hated was, like, was it her telling someone got him back to the room that fast, or was it him having a sense something was like amiss? Because
I was about to ask.
They don't let you understand.
I think she had a mobile raven, like a mobile raven, one you can take with you if you need to get a message.
Yeah.
A pocket Pidgey, something like that.
A pocket raven.
A little finger train. What were you going to say, Tina?
I think that I think Mazaria did end up telling whoever the Red Cloak guy was to go let the Queen's Guard know, because, I mean, Eric came into Rhaenyra's chambers knowing his brother was there already. He wasn't surprised to see him.
Right.
So so the only way for that
to have
happened is
that's a good point.
for her to pass on.
Tina, very good point. I didn't even think of that, because he was ready. He knew something was wrong.
Oh, I thought you knew that, because she calls out to the guy. She's like, "Hey, you got a second? This dude with the helmet, I just saw him."
I knew
it was literally like that. It was a moment.
I mean, I know that, but she like allowed him to walk way faster than she was like responding to it. And there's a moment where they miss each other by just a column. I'm going to walk around the column at the same time. And he kind of does that look back thing. So I didn't even put that together, that he must have been told, because he wasn't surprised. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But can we have a moment of silence for the fact that it's never the women's fault? Because when Rhaenyra was questioning her about her giving the names for Blood and Cheese to Daemon, she's like, "But I didn't want to do it." And I'm like, "Oh, crying out loud. None of the women ever want to do anything. Nothing to do is their fault."
That's what I'm saying. So by doing that now, according to the Greens, she's off scot-free. She's not an enemy of the state.
Yeah.
The
one thing I could say is she could definitely imply that Daemon used her as like something to piss his brother off with. But to be just a complete and utter victim, it's so like the beauty of George R.R. Martin's writing is everybody is so gray. you never know. Everybody has, I don't know, skeletons
Why
in the
didn't she leave the
closets,
room?
everything.
Why didn't she leave the room?
Who?
He locked one door.
Yeah.
Right? Eric locked one door, but there was another door.
She tried to get
In-
around it. Oh no, in that same side, right?
Yeah, no, there were
that's
two.
where they
They
go.
were on the opposite. They were on the opposite ends of the room. So
Yeah,
she
go to
ran
that
to the
side.
closest door to her, but she would have to go around the fighting to get
Wasn't
out
there
the other
3 doors?
door.
There was a lot of space there for her to navigate. And then when
Or-
the dude comes in, he should have just grabbed her like Secret Service would have done and dragged her the fuck out of there.
Or when he came through the door, the other brother should have just ran and cut her head off. Like no way he could have
Yeah.
closed that space in time. It was like last second. Yeah. There are moments where I'm just like, dude, this could have been done better. And then this writer who wrote this one, she definitely had the episodes last season. I think I didn't like. I remember seeing Vanessa say something about that. Yeah, crispy cock. Yep.
Yeah,
That-
she was the
Vanessa
one that
said-
wrote the stupid Rainey's slaughter of the peasants.
Right. Yes. Yes. And she always never really has Damon being anything but like an abuser. And we'll get to that too.
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah. So then you have
Oh, and
Damon.
Hugh Hammer's a good guy now.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He's going to do everything because King Aemon or King Aegon won't pay him. So he's going to switch sides.
I think
Like-
his daughter's gonna die.
It's because my
And that's
daughter.
gonna
we're-
be.
And
I think that's why he's gonna do what he does
Yeah.
later. Is
And it's because
So
he doesn't have
apparently
the money.
Ulf was also in the episode, but I don't remember seeing
Who?
the actor that's playing him.
Ulf the White.
Oh,
Now that wasn't the guy who walked up when they were hanging the rat catchers, right? And talked
That's
to
what
the
I
old
thought
lady.
it was.
That's who I
the only
thought
one
that
I think
was.
it could be.
Yeah, because that's the only one that got any screen time. And you
And the
know, like
line.
he hangs 100 of them. Now in the book, we don't know if Cheese is one of them who got hung. When King Aegon says hang all the rat catchers, and then Otto just brings in, like 100 cats to just take care of it, and that's how we get Sir Pounce. But what I was gonna say is that they have it like he hangs all these people. I like how Otto is the voice of reason in that moment. People are wailing and all this stuff, but the dog, man, that dog, that's why dogs are better than people. Okay. That dog, yeah, he was abused a little bit, but he loved his rat catcher.
Yeah,
And he
who's gonna
just-
kick the dog now? I mean,
Right.
poor thing.
it blew
yeah.
my mind. He carried him so he wouldn't get his little paws wet, and then he fucking kicks him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, bro.
I didn't
They-
think
they
the
added-
rat
they
catcher
added that
kicked him.
in.
I thought it was Blood who kicked him.
No,
No,
it was Cheese.
It's
because
yeah, it was
Cheese
Rat
was like
Catcher 3.
frustrated. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Like they've gone, okay, this guy's gonna cut up a kid's head, and they're like, yeah, but I don't think he's appeared evil enough yet. What else
Right.
can we
Right.
do? He's like, can we get him to kick a dog? It's like, oh, that's perfect.
Well,
Yeah,
wouldn't
we'll
it be
do a
funny if the
reverse
dog,
save the cat.
if
Yeah.
the dog and Aegon the Third are the only ones that survive all of this? That would be
That'd be
awesome.
so
And he
awesome.
sits on the Iron Throne, and the little doggy comes and sits at his feet. That's what I
It's
call a
the-
happy ending.
That's a happy ending for me
And
too.
then he burns the Iron Throne.
They all,
Because
yeah,
it was pointy.
Oh, he
yeah.
barks at it.
yeah, and it
He
falls
doesn't
apart.
have fire, so he can't.
Yeah, but you never know.
Well, you don't know. He
It's
might be a
fantasy.
dragon seed.
He might
Right?
be a warlock dog.
I did have a question.
yeah,
Sorry,
please.
real quick. I thought Targaryens can't be burnt. How can they get
No,
burnt
that's not
by
true. That's not true.
dragons?
No,
But that was established in Game of Thrones.
just Danny, because don't forget her brother gets.
Oh, that's
I
the
mean,
only
it's
one?
melted gold. Yeah, the only one we know of that is fireproof.
Okay.
Even though she does, I believe, burn her hands on Drago when she flies off to the
The-
Dothraki.
Because she
Well, the
was unworthy.
girlfriend-
Because she was afraid of him. Then
Something
they
like
lost their connection. Yeah, it was something stupid like that.
that. Yeah,
So the girlfriend was asking about. I was like, I don't know. Maybe dragons have two settings: non-Targaryen and Targaryen. So
yeah,
if they,
no.
you know.
Danny, okay, the first time in the books when Danny does, it's because she did a blood ritual by killing Mazdar the witch and burning her dead husband and unborn child or something. It was a blood magic ritual that gave birth to her dragons and protected her from the flames. It was something special. there are many times that Targaryens are crazy. Like one drank wildfire and burned himself because he thought it would turn him into a dragon. So yeah, Aegon egg fire wasn't good to him either. So
yeah, don't drink wildfire. It doesn't work out good for you.
Not smart. Not smart. But something I wanted to talk about too was so they catch blood. Okay. Now in the book, blood lasts for like 13 days being tortured and then finally gives up what happened, like who his accomplice was, but doesn't know his name. That's why they hang all them all. But you have Allison in the book who wants to know his full name, Blood's real name, so she can kill his whole family.
Yeah, and bathe in the blood, blood of his kin. Yeah.
Right. But in this show, the dog is Bran. Oh my god, that's so good. The dog is Bran.
Speaking of the dog in that scene, that was Ulf the White coming and asked, what happened here, kind of thing. Somebody confirmed that in a recap.
Wait a minute, say that one more time.
That was Ulf, or Ulf. I don't know how you pronounce his name. ULF.
Okay.
It was he was the one who walked up and asked the woman, what the scene was about.
Okay. Yeah, I actually have that little recap up also.
Oh, you do? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's a good one. So Allison is wrecked over the news and blames herself, suggesting that the gods are punishing her. We told you guys last week, if you haven't read the books, Allison in the book is actually in the room. When they actually went and captured her, and Helena and the children always visit her the same day every week. So the rat catcher knew that, Cheese knew that, and captured the kids then. Because this was something Daemon told Rhaenyra he was going to do in the book. A son for a son.
He sent a raven from Harrenhal because he was already there.
He's already there. Yeah.
It was sent for the Black Council.
I did like that Blood gave it up immediately because that was
great.
That's great. It made me think of Deadpool 2 when Cable has what's his name? I like him too. I think he's hilarious.
Oh, TJ Miller's character.
Yeah, TJ Miller, right? And he's like, no need, I'll tell you everything. Also, there's a wind adventuring warning as well. I mean,
what movie is it where they're about to kill the guy? He's like, I don't even like these guys. I'm new here. I can't remember what that is, but they let the guy go. It's like a comedy moment. I don't remember what it was. I don't even know these guys that well. I'm brand new here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did enjoy the line where he said, "Are you going to hurt me?" And he's like, "No, but he's going to hurt you."
Yeah.
And then Aegon comes in with the club.
Right.
That's the kind of crap we like. That's the kind of world we're living in. And yes, amen and hallelujah, Jane Theory. The females, I need to see the females doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're vicious. They kill. They took away one of Rhaenyra's kills from season 1. It was ridiculous and gave it to Daemon. No, that was badass. She was like, I'm going to feed you to my friggin' dragon if you call me a bastard and a whore again. But no.
And
dude,
the thing that, go ahead, buddy.
I was just going to say, I loved whoever that conservative guy was on the council who's like, are you, it kind of feels like something a woman would do. You know what I mean? Where are you at in your moon cycle?
Like, I'm not there, right? Yeah. Like, I wouldn't be mad if you did it. I'm just saying.
Right?
And they just have Daemon just sitting there. Like, I couldn't tell when I first watched it if he was smirking or he was like, almost like a nervous thing. Like, oh, I fucked up. But him and Rhaenys making eyes right there, like she knew the second she looked at him, it was him.
Yeah.
And that was good.
And everybody in the room saw it except for the guy that's like, no, for real though. Like,
right.
Come on.
Right. Come on. You're
That feels like some feminine shit.
Sorry. And they should have let him own it. Instead, in the stupid Days of Our Lives fight scene, he's like, it was a mistake. It's like, no, he should have said, yeah, I killed him, and bitch, we're in a war. Get over it. Civil war is on us.
Like Jane said, they're dragons.
He also gave us a definitive answer that he said nothing else. Where normally we don't get anything.
Right.
Well, because they
Daemon really a lot of things, but he's not a liar.
Did he really?
He's not a liar.
Was he definite about it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
You see, and Christy and Steeg said on their stream today that it was like Rhaenyra had seen the episode along with us because Daemon's like, no, I said to kill Aemon, and she says, but what happened when they asked if we couldn't find Aemon? I'm like, Rhaenyra wouldn't have known that to ask. See, that's where it's bad writing.
Yeah. Yeah, and Eamon in this episode, like they kind of mirror the same thing Damon did in season 1 with like that kind of motherly prostitute thing going on. But he looked, dude, that dude is very thin. Like,
Did you see his ribs
and his
on the
legs,
side?
like
Yeah.
It looked like
That was-
Marilyn Manson with a white wig.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I actually feel
yeah.
bad for the actor. He needs an intervention or something because that's
yeah,
not
he needs
healthy
to
to be that thin.
eat a cheeseburger.
Did you notice the look on his face when he came into his room, though?
Mhm.
He knew before anybody else, they came in for me. They came in through
Yep.
my door because it was still open.
And he kind of got off on it too.
I
that,
I thought he was gonna go Homelander a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm like, you're getting real close to that boob, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, did you see she poured milk for him? That
Yeah,
was
she did. pour
Yeah, I
milk
was like,
for
oh,
him.
that's breast
Yeah.
milk.
Yeah, you know it's some fun. Yeah.
Also, listen, you guys know me. I'm a big fan of seeing LPs in media. I think there should be more because they're adorable. That was the ugliest little person I've ever seen. That
She
whole
looked like-
whorehouse. My
Yeah.
God, did he go at lunch?
Yeah, like that was definitely the lunch crew, and there
Oh
might have
my
been a
God.
buffet. That's how bad it was.
I was so
Um,
nervous they were going to introduce her as Mushroom.
Well, she looked. Oh, dude, I would have lost my shit. She looked like one of the Gelflings from Dark Crystal. You know, the original one. It was weird.
Well,
This
speaking
show-
of lunchtime, the Mob restaurant that was near the Mob Bank
Yeah.
had these lunchtime lingerie shows. So if you go there on a Tuesday, all the waitresses wore lingerie instead of their normal waitress uniforms and would serve lunch. And obviously, it was a big tip day. So
Hey, Tony, is lingerie?
Wait a
no,
minute.
Dominic, not
Yeah.
till today's Wednesday. You missed it. It was yesterday.
Oh.
Wait a
Tony
minute.
was there.
Explain that one more time.
Linguine and
that.
lingerie.
Explain that one more time. What was that again?
Okay, so the Mob restaurant next to the Mob Bank that I used to work at.
You know,
Mhm.
on Mob
they would
Street
have-
in Mobville.
Exactly. in
Mob
Town.
Hatton.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
on Tuesdays it was lingerie. It was at their lingerie show. So I mean,
Yeah.
over lunch, all the
Mhm.
waitresses wore lingerie to serve and
No
take
secret
orders.
there.
There you go, and not the regular waitress uniforms. It was a very well timed and way for
Classy
someone to
place.
make a whole lot of money. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like it.
They were all
All right.
young and cute.
And that's how you make good takes.
He
I don't know,
tipped
though.
really well. He tipped really well.
Ugly prostitutes, though, are more realistic than the gorgeous, beautiful ones
What-
because most of them.
Do
didn't
you
look
get a
very
discount
good.
for the ELP because the size, or is that
Yeah,
worth
I-
more?
Can you
I
find
think
the
it's-
LP? A picture
It's
of the
like
LP?
30% off or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
This show in general cast some I don't want to say weird looking, some not
Unique.
traditionally what you would
attractive.
yeah,
Well,
like
they're trying to- I mean, I guess they're trying to show the ladies of the night, which they would kind of really look like, except like, okay, Game of Thrones, those were dime pieces, every one. And the reason why is because, well, you're lords and princes and you should
Yeah.
be getting dime pieces. This is like the flea bottom red light district, you know, like this is for the guy who makes like only make 12 pence a week, you know, like
Can
go
only
get my
afford a
rocks
bowl
off.
of brown.
Yeah.
Can
Well,
you
he's
give me
got
a
mommy
castaway?
issues, so that's why he also got the matronly
Yeah.
lady.
Well, she was the
obviously.
one from the first season that they ran into when they're looking for Eamon.
mhm.
At the door, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
the one that was
Alright.
implied took his virginity.
By the way,
Mhm.
I'm glad that they were able to have her deliver the line about when princes what was it, when they make mistakes or whatever, it affects everyone but them. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's the theme of this show. I
Yeah.
had no clue where we were
Yeah.
going. Thank God
Thank God
the
you
writers are
announced
smart
that.
enough to include it. It was
Dude.
it was almost Harrison Ford delivering voiceover in Blade Runner level of no doy, you know?
Oh, or like Passenger 50s. Always bet on black.
Okay, well that's true though.
Yeah, I would.
I do it all
So-
the time. I only win about 50% of the time, though. It sucks.
Yeah. Let's see what else. So at the small council, Aegon is fuming, blaming everyone, including Kristen, who was, how did he put it? He didn't say in bed.
A
I was
bed.
bedded.
I was
Yeah.
a bed.
He said
Okay.
he was a bed, so he didn't lie. He
Yeah.
said I was a bed while the next.
I was a
watch
bed
over.
for your mother.
Yeah. Totally bang that shit out. And
Also-
what bothers me is I've saw a couple breakdowns, and I usually don't, but I wanted to see what people were saying about the Allison thing and if I got it right with Helena. But they said like, oh, she's been through so much, Allison, that now she can finally have passionate love because last season we saw the decades of marital graping that Viserys did to her. I'm like, what? Like, not once did he force himself on her.
Are we supposed to like
Exactly.
Allison at all?
She did her duty as a wife.
Yes,
And
but
and that's
they
exactly
all
what the
assume.
mother would have done in
Yeah.
terms of
You know-
their religion.
What for the mothers out there? You walk in and you see your son bawling his eyes out after his son, your grandson, being murdered. Are you just gonna walk out and be like, I feel like
But
getting
that's
some dick
more
now.
like her. That's more like
Mhm.
her. That would
Gonna
be
go
her.
get me some Kristen Pole.
But they're always trying to. They're always trying to.
Make her motherly.
y-
And, yeah.
Well, no, you're like, but she's still good though. She's still good. You should love her. She's a woman. She's never done anything wrong. Also, she's kind of a cunt.
yeah.
You know.
There,
But
there's some-
they don't commit to it.
Yeah, like when she's talking to her daughter about, like, not consoling her over the death of her boy. She never calls him Jaehaerys. She always says boy. But I forgot to go back and look at it. Allison refers to the kid like as a object, not like my
Mhm.
grandson or Jaehaerys. It
Right.
was like a weird way she said it. And she's like, this is our duty. We have to go out there and
Right.
to her, it's like crocodile tears for the people to get their support. But for Helena, it's like, I don't know them. I love how but I don't know them. And that whole scene where they go down like the shame road for Cersei, but backwards, I think. Helena, like, I don't know if she is more also like an empath, like she can also like feel what all these people are like. I don't know. She just
Anxiety personified is what that
definitely
was.
anxiety. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's being a woman. Yeah.
Well, they need to make her go stark raving mad because that is also a major part of her character and a part of the victim. Like she really
Mhm.
truly is a victim of all of this stuff. Helena is.
Oh
and
yeah.
They just need more bells, I guess.
I don't know. I just feel like that they're missing out on something by not letting her just go feral insane.
Right.
Because it gets to the
Well,
point where
she's
she
supposed to.
can't even raise any of her kids anymore.
Yeah, she
Right.
doesn't dress,
they
she
give the
doesn't
kids
eat, she
salad.
doesn't bathe, she doesn't
But-
do
Yeah.
anything.
Can I say
they're
my
going to
guess?
get her pregnant. Oh, please do it. Cause I think we're both thinking the same thing.
She's pregnant already, and they're going to
Mhm.
have her die in childbirth.
Oh,
Yep,
then
and
this
it's going
way-
to be a son.
So this way, it's going to be a son. So that's where Mailer is going to come from, and she's going to die in childbirth because that's the only way these good women can die. Heaven
Right.
forbid she, committed suicide or anything else. Like
She
No.
does. She throws herself out the window.
that's one of the stories.
Yeah, on the
There
same
is-
day that Maylor dies because she must have sensed it or something.
Yeah. Well, all I know is that there were 3 stories about what happened to Helena.
Yeah.
I like
just
mushrooms.
Justin, Vanessa, I don't think they're portraying, like, she wants to be portrayed as a good mother, but she's not.
No, I think what's being asked is if they portray her, wouldn't we say that as being unrealistic about her character or making her look too good? I don't know, because they're not doing they're not committing to either one
Yeah.
and it just I don't know what to think of her. Honestly, I don't give a shit about her
Like,
or Cole.
For her, like, her feelings, like, she still wants to, like, I love Rhaenyra. Like, they freaking they hate each other.
Yeah, but they
freaking-
keep saying that. We've never heard her
No.
even mention it. Everyone
She's
else
praying
is telling
for her
us,
son,
"Oh,
who she wanted to take his eye
it's all
out.
the love that you have for our enemy." It's all this. I'm just like, when did this
Yeah.
come up?
Right. But they kind of like
Definitely
let you.
Weinsteining him.
I don't know. She could just.
Can we talk about Otto and curse whoever gifted him a thesaurus?
Oh yeah, man, that dude had some
Did-
words.
He
Because
I have him
he
here.
used the word feckless.
Imperiousness, trifling, forbearance, judiciousness, insolent, what was
Those,
the
those are all like
abbreviations.
educated. These are all educated male.
Stop talking, smart
Terminology.
lady. Ooh,
I
went
felt
to
like they were
college and
trying to
finished.
make him the what's his name from Game of Thrones? The
Tyrion.
Lannister.
Tyrion?
Yeah, right. Like they're like, "Ooh, this is the Tyrion of House of the Dragons." Not really. Not with the dialogue you're giving him.
No, he's way taller.
Hey,
Yeah,
look at
he's a lot
me.
taller.
I'm a writer for HBO, and I got word hippo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
He-
they're mistaking big words for good writing.
There you go. There you go. And these
But
people
the problem
don't
is,
understand.
Racy
understand the
fans can
characters.
sell it. That's the thing. Like he can
Oh, yeah,
really,
'cause
he really makes you believe it. Like he could be literally like saying the words to a rap song up there, and you'd be like, "Man, this guy's
Right.
good." Like,
Well,
Yeah, that
speaking,
part was great, Jane. When he
speaking
was
of
like, "You
work,
really
Said too
believe
much.
that? You really believe that?"
That
was
should have
great.
been it. They made him say way too much other shit.
Oh, dude, I was like, are they going to kill him? Because not he doesn't die in the books, but like they were. Aegon is hot blooded already, heated, like, and now the person he just fired is just talking mad shit, grandfather or not. Like I thought that was great.
I
think
did like the
that's why
pettiness.
Aegon was crying. I think when Aegon was crying more because he found out
That
no,
his
his
father
father
didn't
didn't
want
want
him.
him to
Yeah.
be king.
Yeah.
Very good point, Tina. I didn't even put that together.
Hey,
and to prove it, he gets abandoned by his mother.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't know she was in the room. I don't know. I think he's one of my favorite characters. He's holding that side of the story together for me, just because I kind of admire him at least wanting to try to help people, even though he doesn't know how to do it. Because you know what I mean. He's like, yeah, but we won't tell anybody. We'll keep it a secret or whatever. And but he's also cuckoo bananas, and Cole is just there.
Hmm.
What happened to the feet guy? Every time
He,
Allison takes off socks, I'm like, oh great, she's gonna call the feet guy.
yeah. I mean, he was there he kind of saved, who did he save during that small council meeting? Because he brought up that we caught somebody, but he sat there for a while quietly, Lars. And then he took away
Yeah,
the
so he saved Tylan.
Tylan. That's right. Okay. Yeah, because Tylan always gets the shit,
Dude,
You
Tylan
can't
is
buy
such a
a
great
break.
character in the story, though. Like
Yeah.
Tylan, the shit that Tylan goes through, you
Oh,
could
at the
make
end.
him the main character of it show, and it would be phenomenal. Like,
The guy is definitely honorable in a way,
Yeah.
Yes.
towards the
What was
end.
the name?
Tylan
Tylan Lannister.
Lannister.
He's also one of the last men standing, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
He's the boss.
Oh, one of the last men
Yep.
standing. Yes.
he's the
Yeah.
guy next to the other guy in the robes.
he's
around
one of the other
council.
twins.
No, he's the white guy next to the black guy in robes.
Oh, yeah, but he has a twin, too.
Yeah,
Green
Tylan
Council.
has a twin.
Oh, that's right. I
The twin is
forgot.
the fighter, and he's the one that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he's the
that's
second
right.
son.
Lannister.
That's right. I keep
Breed
forgetting
from the
his
tree.
father was the one who was in the scenes with Viserys last season, and this
Yeah.
is
Yep.
Tylan. Yeah.
And
Actually,
somebody out
Laris is the
there-
only one so far that they haven't really totally messed up, or Otto for that matter, because I've already
Yeah,
gone on
Otto's-
record saying that I loved Otto in
Mhm.
it, and I liked the way they portrayed Aegon. So, Laris, he's my man.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
that
Laris-
actor
Laris
who
has
plays
had
Aegon.
all of 3 minutes screen time.
Yeah.
They haven't had a
The-
chance to do anything to
the
ruin
feet
him.
guy.
Yeah, the feet
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
feet
Laris.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the feet.
That's
He's
how
doing
I
great.
know him.
Aegon, the actor
Clubby.
for Aegon's been amazing. Like that
Mhm.
dude really is playing the role well. I kind of want to go back to, we were talking about Rhaenyra laying into Daemon about, what he told them, and she can't trust him. When she was younger.
She never trusted him.
Right.
And he's
Uh,
pathetic.
I mean, he did it in the show, groomed her, definitely. But they also
one.
are making him abusive. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that in the books. Like, Damon never laid a hand on her, like, and he's already like choked her out once almost, and went to raise his hand again anytime
Right.
she brings up her father.
He's not all bad. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, she is a woman. She can bring
Hmm.
you some things, you know what I mean, bro?
You know what I mean? It's honestly, it's for our own good. You don't want our head to get, like,
Yeah,
I'm the
too big.
queen. Like,
Yeah, you gotta put her in
bring
her
it down a
place.
level.
Yeah, come on. You're still a wife.
Yeah, be humble.
Hey, humble.
Be
that.
humble.
Ladies, what do you think?
Well, I don't like what they're doing with Damon this season, especially, but when he was choking her out, I thought that it was out of character. It came out of nowhere. And
Mhm.
it's again, it's just cheapening the equality, if you will. I mean, George Martin writes these characters as equals, and now they keep making these women these tropes of victim. And it's like, oh, just being abused and
Mhm.
being afraid. And it's like, no, I mean, Rhaenyra, that I have gotten to know through the books, she would have gone back and choked him right back. You know what I mean? She's like, don't
Right.
you ever put your hand on me again? They'd have just choked each other. And
Right.
and the way she was just, it was so Days of Our Life school, the way that, he throws things off the table, and I don't know. It's just enough already. I couldn't wait for him to get to Harrenhal so he can get away from that stupid crap. And I'm
And
really
be
upset that,
him.
yeah, and I'm really upset that I'm almost positive we're not getting Nettles, because
Mhm.
he's not going to get that happiness either. So screw
No.
that.
Right.
Listen,
Tina, what
I'm
about
all.
you? Oh, yeah.
I'm all for characters that are not categorized as good or evil. There's a lot of
Right.
nuance to the, you know what I
Mhm.
mean. There's
That's
good
supposed
things
to
about
be
him and
like that.
bad. However, there's no good guy in this. There's no Jon Snow.
No.
No.
I don't know who am I rooting for. Oh, the twins. Well, fuck that.
Yeah, Helena? Oh no.
Jace.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
The brother.
Renee.
Let's Luke. What about
Yeah.
like? Wait a minute. Which one's alive still? I always screw this up.
Jace is alive. Luke is
Jace
Jace
is
is
alive,
alive.
dude.
Right.
Okay. First,
Actually, Kragan Stark is cool.
yeah, Craig and Stark is dope. Let me go through just this little part. So, Jace is alive. So Jace wants to fly to King's Landing to keep an eye on what they're doing.
Right.
His mother says no, but then summons his soon to be wife Bela and is like, hey, why don't you go check out this most dangerous thing and let me know what's going on. So she's trying to protect her son. I get that.
Well,
but then she makes
I-
it common knowledge really quick. Let me just finish this and we'll
Yeah.
go right to you, Grant. Then Bela and Jace are talking, and it's just common knowledge. Their father is Breakbones, and her uncle, as she says, is just a guy he kind of remembers being like, cakes. What were you gonna say, Grant?
He taught them sea shanties as well.
Yeah, that's
No, but I get
Oh,
the reason
true.
why they're getting what's her name to do it. She has it's a small dragon, but she has the fastest dragon.
yeah.
So I
But
get that. So
still,
if she
like,
goes, she can get away. I mean, I can get it from that point of view.
yeah,
And also if it die, oh well, it's not one of my kids.
yeah. But what about the strong comments? Like it's just obvious.
I just wanted to touch on the surviving son of Rhaenyra.
Chase,
Yeah, is it Chase?
Jace.
Well, there's
with a
also
J.
Jace?
Aegon and Viserys.
Yeah, but we're
and
talking about
Joffrey.
the one
We're
that
talking about on the
actually-
blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's-
Yeah,
there
there's
is an
also
Aegon on the
Aegon,
blacks.
Viserys, and
Wait,
Joffrey.
she has
Those are the other two kids.
she had
has
5
5
boys,
sons.
4 are alive. Start
Whichever
looking
one
at your-
was the best actor
Jace.
in the show last episode or whatever. I can't believe that he's another character going to waste. They should be focused more on him. He won me over. I want to see him.
Somebody-
But no, we see Cole and fucking
You all right?
and
It's all right.
Allison. This show,
but-
the best part about this episode made me appreciate the last one more.
Interesting. Yeah.
That is interesting. What
Well,
did you guys?
hopefully, Jace will get his moment at the gullet.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
But
if they don't give
did-
it to someone else.
Now,
Oh,
the-
dude,
I'm sure
they
there's
go-
going to be a
no,
woman
we already
around that
know-
can take it.
it's gonna be
Baela's going to be
Bela.
there.
It's gonna be Bela,
Or Rhaena.
or yeah, maybe.
Bella.
No,
Oh,
no,
gosh.
no. It'll be
Bella.
Rhaenyra's.
No,
It'll
she's
give
at
it
the
to her.
Rick's
That'll be
Rest.
her big triumphant thing.
She hasn't done anything yet.
No, Rhaenys
That's
is going
the
in
whole-
episode 4.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless
Everything's
they change it.
changed. Everything's changed. I'm still stuck on. He talks about Breakbones like we know like when you're talking about his father Laenor, and then what do you think about Breakbones? Yeah, like it's common knowledge. We could just talk about you being a bastard. Like I thought that was kind of like this is supposed to be the truth. Like she would never dare. Like, I don't know. I
Well,
just thought
Well, they
that
are
was crazy.
betrothed, aren't they?
They are betrothed. That's it. Come on, dude. That's not
But-
something you. I don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I was going to say though, but she's basically saying that she knows that they're not going to be legitimate king and queen. That's the kind of thing that you just never would talk about.
Right.
You just dance around it.
Definitely not like 10 days after his
Dragons.
brother was murdered and you're about to go to war. Like, let's not bring up that you're a bastard right now. I don't know. I know, Vanessa, everyone does know, but it's like the unspoken thing, you know, like even the series will have your tongue ripped out, and he didn't do much when it came to making decisions.
Maybe that's a great part of their relationship we didn't get to see.
Well,
Is the
that's
fact that,
thank
you
you.
know,
We didn't
Yeah.
get to see any part of the relationship. We saw them have dinner once and then standing next to each other at a funeral. That's their
No
relationship
building.
so far.
That's the problem with this show. I really, dude, I don't hate the show. I had some issues with the episode, but this writing, we don't get to know anybody but Rhaenyra and Allison. Like, those are the two that they want us to focus on. I get it. It's, you know, the princess and the queen. But, you know, like, just because of his acting, Aegon II now has become a real character in the show. But everybody else, you don't start feeling anything for him. Aemon, whatever. You barely see him except for his like World War II looking body. Like, it's terrifying to look at. And then other characters, Bela, don't know enough about her. Where's her sister? I don't know. Corlys and his two bastards, maybe, you know, the Hulls, like they're just an awkward, like, fit into the show. It's very awkward that they just keep throwing these brothers in, Adam and Alan of the Hull. Like,
Wait,
we're
you're talking
supposed to
about
really
Booby and father?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. The two brothers.
Well, I
But don't
think they're
worry, he
just
got
trying to
excited. There's
introduce.
carrots in the stew. I'm glad we got to know that there was carrots in the stew at least.
Yeah, that's good stew.
I just think
Let
that
me
we're
spend time
that
on that.
I think they're doing a lot of that just to say, okay, it's not a big surprise when we call for the dragon seeds. Here's, 3 out of the 4 of them, and
Dragon seeds?
you know,
Well,
yes,
sea smoke
they're
appeared
the-
as well.
dragon seeds are the Targaryen bastards
Yep.
that they say,
Oh.
hey, we've got these 6 dragons running around without any riders.
Yeah.
Once you go over there and let him judge how much of a Targaryen you are. Does he kill you, eat you,
Yeah.
burn you, or let you ride them?
Right.
So I have a couple of questions because I was thinking about what Shredder and I talked about last night after we watched it. One thing that we had a long conversation about. I'm no dragonologist, but how do they fuck? You know what I mean? Or is it like a fish where the male dragon will come and spray the eggs to get them?
Well, they're
They're-
like birds, and you have to have
What's it called?
relations. Dragons
but
are
they've
like
been known to
birds.
switch. They've been known to switch like
Well,
amphibians.
I know. I'm just trying to tell them how
Okay,
babies are
okay.
made. Okay.
Oh, okay.
When
Go ahead.
I
birds-
know
please.
birds have
birds are mammals.
colloquials.
Right. So birds are mammals, in a sense, because of the fact they're part mammal, part reptile. Where a lot of
Oh,
times
dragons. Okay.
yeah. So, but anyway, so because
I
they're
thought you were talking about birds.
focusing on the dragon part, they do have relations because you have to make the egg an actual baby dragon as opposed to something you fry for breakfast in the morning.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So that has to be done before the eggshell is formed.
Hmm. And
Do
we
you
lost
understand?
15 people. No, just kidding.
No. Well, no, I didn't know this. I'm fascinated.
Well, I know
The
that because
birds and the
we had
lizards.
because the bird I had before the one I have now was female, and she was in love with my husband, and she started chronically laying
So you got
eggs.
rid of her. I see how it is.
No,
Yeah.
actually, she
She got
died
rid of
because
you.
her
Oh.
she
Oh
had a
yeah, she
prolapsed
accidentally
uterus.
fell on some bullets.
No, she had a prolapsed uterus and died because she was
What
over
did you do?
overlaying eggs because she was in love with my husband.
You
See, at least
ladies,
where
That can happen.
where the bird I have now is in love with me, so he's just trying to have sex with my hand all the time.
Does he
But,
have a
that's
penis,
a whole
though?
other
wait a minute. Good Takes
What?
was having sex with a
Yes.
chicken? I'm very confused. You just said yes. What is going on?
I said yes, birds have a penis.
Look, I'm
So,
going
but
to side
does
with
a
Good
dragon
Takes
have
on
a
this
penis?
one.
Well, I'm assuming since it's based on a bird,
Yeah.
because the dragons are really not really dragons because they have feet and 2 arms. Their arms aren't arms; they're wings. So that's more like a
They're
bird unless
dragons.
like a reptile.
Dragons shouldn't have
understand.
4 legs.
I don't think they should either. I'm just trying to say this is why they're more like birds because they don't
Look,
have 4 legs.
So in other
Let me
words,
just
they
say
screw.
this. Let me just
Yes.
say this. Maybe you should talk to your husband's lady friend chicken and find out what he likes,
She's
because it
dead.
seems like you're
She's
not
dead.
asking. Oh, she's dead.
She
She died.
died.
From an overactive uterus.
She
I
died. He had a
am-
prolapsed uterus, and she died from laying too many eggs.
Can you send him my condolences? I'm sorry.
I will
Good takes.
absolutely do that. Yes. Oh,
Hey,
Dr.
check your phone.
Anonymous. Yep.
Yeah.
love you.
Also, she
Okay.
learned last night that birds poop and have sex in the same hole. I forgot the name of it. Colloquial? What is it
Ew.
called?
I thought
Don't
that was
dolphins have like thorns on their penis?
No,
That's
that's
cats.
birds.
those cats. Yeah, those are
Oh,
cats.
That's cats.
They're
Yeah.
close.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
mammals.
Barbarian.
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay, I was gonna get the name of it.
So
Do
yeah,
you think-
Sea Smoke turns up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did you see that? That was
Yeah, he
That's
made
great.
right.
a cameo.
So
there it
does
is,
that mean that
Adega.
So Lanor's
Lanor's now
dead?
dead?
He has to be.
Suppose so.
So if you were going to have him die no matter what, why take that away?
It's because Alice
off
and
screen.
Rhaenyra have to be perfect.
Yeah.
They can't
And
possibly
trope.
do anything wrong.
Exactly. They can't murder, and you can't kill the gay. I mean, that's just all there
Yeah.
is to it.
I mean, they did the episode beforehand.
Yes.
But that was
a
a
Yeah,
whitey.
but he was a white gay. Come on.
Thank
And
you,
his name
Doc.
was
I
Joffrey.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
In my head
Um,
canon, male dragon has a 2-pronged penis like a kangaroo.
Okay.
Makes sense.
wait
Grant
a
gets
minute,
it.
what? Kangaroos have two penises?
No, they have a
No.
2-pronged penis.
Oh,
And the
That's-
female kangaroo has multiple multiple
That-
uteri.
that was pretty
not
racist to
true.
say because he's
is true.
Australian, he knows.
But
That's
no,
messed up, dude.
they're everywhere. They're the rats of Australia.
No, the
Yeah.
bunny rabbits of Australia.
Oh,
No, we have plenty
don't
of
get me
those.
started. And then you got the king frogs, and then you brought in
Not king frogs,
Camels.
cane
Yeah.
toads.
yeah. Oh, king. Yeah, that's it.
Well, one thing that I'm
To
starting to
take
get.
us-
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, to take us back away from the animals,
Thank you.
I
I have
want to
no
know,
control.
what is it that Otto meant when he said mistakes were made after the death of Viserys? What is
I
he
think-
admitting is a mistake?
Breezebury?
Well, that
Breezebury
was
and
definitely.
Aemon
Yeah.
killing Jace.
Yep.
I mean,
and
Luke.
I think also allowing the king Eric escaping with the crown to warn them, so they got information that he didn't want leaked out. Because in the book, I mean, Viserys is in his bedchambers dead so long that the smell got
Yeah.
so bad that the incense and stuff weren't covering. They actually didn't they bring in like fish or something to say, oh no, it's just fish, in the book, to cover the dead smell, and then it just got so bad that they finally had to take him out. So they got a decent head start, but by screwing that up, they didn't.
Yeah.
You can't tell me these people don't know what a dead body smells like. You do not get it mixed up with fish.
Yeah,
Well, unless never mind.
yeah.
Unless it's a dead prostitute.
Thank you for your service. We also have, let's see. Oh yeah, and then we get Eamon when he's curled up in the fetal position drinking milk and talking to a prostitute. He admits to her that he didn't mean to kill Luke. So once again, we get like, instead of him just being like, yeah, I killed him, whatever, like we get the weaker, like he's a human being too.
Yeah, he lost his temper.
Yeah,
And so that begs the other question. So he didn't lose control of Vagar?
right. See, that's a good point, because in the moments it
Then why was
happened,
he yelling
tried to
obey?
pull him. Yeah, he was trying to pull him back and say, no, Vagar, no. But so you didn't mean to kill him, or did you? I'm very confused now. Yes, you were angry, but you didn't want your dragon to bite down on the kid. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just saying I should never have gotten to that point.
To use a quote from Cersei out of context, when you play
Mhm.
the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. Listen, dumbasses, when you're writing this show, you're either fully committed or you're not. You can't be a Ned Stark with your writing. You need to be a full batshit crazy Joffrey with your writing, or
Yep.
else, just go home.
At least be a Tyrion.
It's as if they're just waiting for Twitter to let them know what they like and what they don't
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
before they
like,
commit to anything.
It's like they used to tease me when I was little. It's like, again, we don't
Yeah.
need to
You
be
lost an Iron
sympathetic.
Gained a Dragon. Your words. It was a fair
Right.
trade.
Right. And well,
Exactly.
but then they had a pig and they used to make fun of me. And
What,
it's
the
like,
Pink Dread?
yeah, the pink dread was dope. I just think they're too concerned about us feeling for every character that they're missing the opportunity that this is war and it gets vicious. I mean, in the book,
Does
this
it?
destroys the oh, dude.
It
This
should.
it should. This
Yeah.
destroys the Targaryens. It's the complete downfall. They went from Viserys' peak of their power to spoilers. We have it down there. Aegon the Third, the decline. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah, they
in
all literally
18 months.
destroy each other.
in
Literally.
18
And they
months.
do horrible things to each other. See, I'm just so afraid they're not gonna get us to Rhaenyra,
Dude,
or they're gonna do
Yeah,
a crazy...
I that's what I'm worried about. 100%. The whole thing at Dragonstone, I bet you it doesn't happen.
Oh, or even what she does at King's Landing, or if they're gonna do something like the Bells, like one day she's normal and the next she just goes batshit crazy, which is just as bad.
Yeah.
Do
I
you
just
reckon they're
want
going to
them.
make her fat?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. There's no excuse for her to be overweight unless she starts, gorging herself at some
It would
point in
take.
future.
It'd be too
Because
fast.
she's not having any more kids, so they can't use that as an excuse.
Well, they did say in the book that she did get pretty fat when they were at King's Landing, because that was when Damon's going to be boning Misery again.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
yeah. And so
Well-
she's going to eat a lot of stuff, but she won't be fat. I mean, let's be fair to the actress. That's a
Yeah.
pretty big commitment to gain weight.
Yeah, and she
So,
looks great.
I'm okay with her not being fat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or they look great. They look great. And I gotta I don't know if I said it. I was disappointed. I didn't watch the
Hey.
what? Hi.
Hi.
He can't hear you. It's all right.
Hi,
Yeah, that's
honey.
Sporky. You want
she
to know
say
if it
hi
was
to me?
Sporky?
Oh, it is.
Aw.
Yeah. Did she say hi to me?
Okay.
Hi,
Aw.
honey.
Oh.
She's awesome. I love that little accent.
She wants to listen, so no swearing at the moment.
Okay.
Oh,
No
okay.
problem.
So what I was about to say, no, I didn't watch the tapestry thing at the beginning of last week. I kind of just skipped through it. So I
Oh,
watched
and
it.
you told me that was a sucky intro, and
Well, because
you
I
didn't even
skipped it. I
watch
thought it was suck it. I thought it was sucky. Okay, I lied. I did
Okay.
watch it this week. Way better than last season, but I was disappointed that it's not like adding the story. You know what I mean? Like they showed Luke being killed, but we didn't get to see like blood and cheese. I thought they would have
Right.
been weaving it week to week, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I
But,
thought they were going to
I
do
guess
that with several different stories.
Yeah, that
mm,
is that I agree. That is disappointing because they did at least do that for the
Alright, I'm
first
back.
season, as they continue to have more of the blood spilling in different directions.
yeah. How do you guys feel about the Hulls?
The what? The
The,
holes?
the two brothers.
The black holes,
The
the
black-
two of them.
Booby and father?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think they're going to be fine. I actually think they're building them up to maybe actually have some decent writing. They may be the only two that they don't F up.
I would love for that to happen. I was
Yeah, me too.
legitimately excited to see them not only in the show but together because
Mhm.
I think both of them are fantastic.
Great actors.
Mm-hmm.
Are they
And
really
they-
British? They are, right?
One's
all
Irish.
Oh, which one's ours? Is it Booby?
I don't know
Hair-
what the nicknames
hair-
stand for.
The one with
Oh,
the
yeah.
hair.
Liberty
Wait.
or Salon?
Yeah, the one with the
Celine?
hair is
The one with the
that-
hair is
from
Irish.
Ireland. Yeah.
That's
I'll
Adam.
have to look them up.
I mean, if they give them the story, but somehow I think out of everybody, they will get the
Mike.
story that they deserve.
yeah,
they're
I
not
hope
gonna-
so.
Give their story.
Adams,
over.
Adam
Adams
has
is
a-
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yes,
Adam
Adams is a
awesome.
great story. Like
Adam.
he's that's all. I'm hoping they give him now. Adam for everyone. Adam's
He's the one with
brother
hair.
with the dreadlocks. Yeah.
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 I don't remember which one had hair. Did Booby have hair?
Hold on.
The
I'll show
tall,
you.
skinny one had hair. The
Wow.
The one that was
larger,
bald didn't have
Sour
bald
hair.
racist.
one didn't have hair.
Check out these
You beat me
white
to
folks.
it.
So Adam's on the left, and
Okay, so that's Booby,
Alan,
and then yeah, Ooh,
Alan's
he's
on
gained
the
some
right.
weight since Raised by Wolves.
So what's Adam?
He
for?
carries it well though.
You say booby. I don't know the show.
Friday Night Lights, the movie with
Not the series. It's a completely
Was he
different
the
actor.
running back? The
yeah.
running back? Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah, dude, he is.
Yeah, he played the black guy in it. Remember?
Wait. That's not in his list of credits.
Oh, did you screw this up, dude?
Everybody Google.
Did I accidentally do a racism?
Did you do a
I
racism?
think you might have done a racism.
No, I didn't.
Don't be that guy.
I'm not
Don't
that
be
guy.
that guy.
Yeah.
I know my brothers.
Well, I do know that the guy who plays Adam of Hull, he was concerned. Oh, wait, not Adam. Alan. The one who
Alan.
plays Alan of Hull, the one on the right.
Oh yeah, that's a completely different dude.
Yes, I know, but no, that he said in an interview that he had told Ryan Condal, "I can't wait till I do this," and Ryan Condal had told him, "Oh well, in our show you're not." So I'm still trying to figure out what it is that Alan's supposed to do that they're going to cut out, unless if it's something that happens after the dance.
This is
Is
the
everybody
point that
looking
Matt
up
realized-
something?
But-
You know,
I don't
I already
know.
looked it up. The
Yeah,
guy
you're
who plays
wrong.
movies, Derek Luke, it's a completely different actor.
Oh yeah, Derek Luke. He's American. who the fuck is this imposter?
Oh my
It's
god.
not me. It's him. He shouldn't
Oh,
look so
man.
much like Booby.
You have Oh, Jane gave you You know how that
Uh-oh.
sounds too.
Judge
She's
the
giving you
tea.
the Respect, Jane. Respect.
Can I talk about how my first cassette was Digital Underground? Is it when
My first
credit?
You know what my first cassette was?
what?
It was a little Run DMC. I'm old.
Yeah, that's true.
Peter Pan, pick back up rhymes, Humpty Dumpty fell down on his
Wow.
old time. Anyways, okay. So you got the Hull brothers. And I really do hope they get the story they deserve. I hope Hugh gets the story. They kind of already botched his, but okay, we'll be sympathetic to him because his kid dies because he doesn't get paid by Aegon. What bothers me is like you're throwing it out there and I'm following it already. I don't want to know what happens. When Ned Stark got his head chopped off, I was not expecting that. When the Red Wedding happened, I didn't think that was going to happen. You know, like when I read the books, but like those moments in the books surprise you. George is great at like truly subverting your expectations. And these guys are kind of just lining it up for you. And it's kind of aggravating.
Alan was on Raised by Wolves. He played father.
Yeah.
The other guy is just somebody that's had a lot of plastic surgery to look like Booby from Friday Night Lights.
What's
Here's
up?
trouble.
Her favorite episode so far. What's up, Christy?
Grant's daughter is listening. No swearing.
Yeah.
Season
No,
ever.
it's just me now.
Oh, she's not listening. You could swear now. So, how'd you feel about it? Give us a little rundown on what you've
It was okay.
better than
I mean-
episode 1.
No.
Okay.
It's just it's just you see the inconsistencies a lot more, in my
Right.
opinion. I mean, you go from
Spencer.
Jane. I mean, it's just like I'm just there to watch it, just to shit on it. Sorry.
I
No,
want
no.
to enjoy it.
Teach their own.
I will always say the actors are phenomenal for the crap that they're given.
I would agree, except for Cole.
Yeah.
I can't
dude.
help. I mean, it's just like I really wanted.
He's perfect for his role, though.
What
He,
else has he
like-
been in?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'll
he
tell
seems
you in
And
a
what
sec.
happened during the break where all the terrible kid actors learnt to act?
right. I mean, seriously,
What
Aegon.
part are you? What part are y'all on now?
Oh, we went through most of it. So tell us anything.
I
we
just
didn't really.
like,
we didn't talk
Cole.
about Masseria yet, but go ahead.
Like you have the weird scene with Adam and Alan.
Mhm.
You have where Sir Chris, Sir
He does.
Kristen is like
That's it.
he goes to Eric or Arik and
Yeah.
says to get the honor back and honor,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
And then he don't forget Cole was abed when it happened. Oh,
Abed.
he was abed, all right.
Oh yeah, he was.
And then like I I told Steve this. I said I feel sorry for Helena and the dog.
Yeah, the dog, man. And Helena, that actress is like playing that dreamer role, like doesn't know if reality is happening. I like that.
She does. I mean, I don't know if y'all noticed, but what she was sewing, the little shawl or whatever it is, because she was sewing that on part in last week's episode, and I was like, wait, what? And then I had to stop that and then go to episode 1, and I was like, yeah, that's true. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Like she's telling us everything that's gonna she's always prepared for it because she kind of like Dune. She's living it all at once.
It's not even like she's prepared for it. It's just it comes to her. She doesn't know how to communicate it, and that's it.
Yeah.
But we as an audience know what's gonna happen.
Well, like in the last episode, it almost took her. It was like at first, I don't think she realized it was reality until the knife was like at her throat. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if she lives this stuff over and over because she keeps seeing it. Yeah, and she's a very like powerful seer. Maybe that's
I mean, I don't know. Yeah. But at this point, she's supposed to go batshit crazy by now. Allison wasn't even in the room when it happened, like she was in the books.
Right.
I mean, she has a panic attack, like when they're in the cart and stuff like that. I swear to God, when they were doing that cart and you see that little boy and the stitching, and it got caught in the.
I thought it was gonna fall off. Right?
I thought his head was gonna come off, and
I laughed out loud.
I was waiting for that.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
and that was a like perfect opportunity. And then
that pothole wasn't that deep either. Come on.
No.
It was the first time the writer showed any type of restraint.
Yeah. I thought the same thing, dude.
And then you have a golem and his mommy issues.
Yeah.
You mean Marilyn Manson with a white wig?
Johnny.
Like it looks like he had his bottom ribs removed. You know what I mean?
Well,
yeah, dude, he looked terrible.
I don't want to shit on the actor himself, is because and because if that's how his body really is or something like that, it's the way that it's shot.
We're allowed to body shame here. We're allowed to body shame.
No, I'm not gonna. I mean, because he does a great job as being an asshole, Aemon Targaryen. But I'm sorry, Daemon is not afraid of you.
And but that's what he wants to believe.
Exactly.
What is he hyping himself up?
Well, no, he like. Yes. I think that's the one thing he got off on it. Like he's like, he really sees me as a threat. Finally,
well, that and breast milk.
Because his father never really acknowledged his existence, so Daemon is kind of like the hero, or Daemon is the man that Aemon wants to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's overcompensating for his lack of depth perception, because I don't know how he's going to be this badass warrior when he has to turn his head to see if anybody's coming from the left.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like reaching out to see if he can touch him.
Thank God he doesn't have like the 89 Batman car, because he couldn't move his head left or right. He would be fucked.
Could someone also tell me, Mysteria, where's her accent? What's going on? I'm very confused. Like one minute she kind of has like a French accent. The lady who was like, I was a prostitute once, and
the men ruined everything for her.
Yeah, men did it.
Yeah, her accent was all over the place.
Was that milk? What they were pouring in the thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was milk.
That way she could drink. You pump and dump. That way is.
I love you, Christy. Wait a minute, Grant left.
They're doing a better job of the accent this year, though, Jane. I have to give them credit. With her accent, Lady Misery's
she lost
accent
it.
Is not, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That her accent's not bad compared to what it was last year.
she was like talking like this last year.
Yeah.
Now she's like, hey, I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I mean?
But only every other sentence though. She's like just all over the place. She's worse with
Yeah.
accents than I am.
Me too.
So Adam and Alan in the story, they're
Non-booby.
supposed to be bastards of Laenor, but
Or
Corlys.
yeah, there's
Here's the
a
problem. So how are they dragon seeds then? If they're bastards
they
of
would
Corlys,
have to be Laenor's or their that's a very good point because there is no dragon rider before Rhaenys gives birth, right?
Not
in that
really.
family. I don't think there's any dragon riders in that and the Valerian family. They are all just sea
I think.
bears.
I mean, if they have been, it was married into, or something like that. But
that's
the only
way they got
the only
it.
reason why Rhaenys had it is because her father was
Targaryen.
Well, he was the crown prince. He was the
No,
eldest
but
male, and so he was supposed to rule, and so that's the reason why she probably had a dragon egg in the cradle.
Oh, no. But I mean, well, the whole idea is that you don't have to have a dragon egg in the cradle to end up with a dragon.
No.
You know,
Yeah,
so
you
I
can
think
distill
you just have to have
Targaryen blood because they are after the Doom. They were the last dragon riding family. The rest of them all died in the Doom.
Well, the Lions but they have Targaryen blood though.
Well, they do through Rhaenys.
They do.
Through Rhaenys.
Not even through Rhaenys. Corlys' grandmother was a Targaryen.
Well, there
no,
you go.
we don't know who.
That answers the question.
Are you sure about that?
But that's
Everybody
that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at though. Is how are they going to justify it for them to get dragons in the show?
Well, if you are correct, then they have that.
That's not
genetic,
but that's not how they're going to do it though. That's my point.
Well, how can they have Adam ride Sea Smoke? Are they killing Laenor off screen, so they let him go free just to die? They should have just stuck to the story and killed him.
I had to look up 3 different reviews on different websites to make sure that was Sea Smoke, because okay.
Right. No, I know what you mean because I couldn't tell either.
Did
any of you know it was him?
I noticed it was him, by the way.
Okay.
Well, because it was Alan that was looking up at him, that's how we knew that it was.
That's the only reason I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah, otherwise there was no reason to have that connection.
Yeah.
I thought it was established in the first season that if you don't have a dragon club on your dragon, anybody can just come along and take it.
No. Nope.
Because that's how Aemon got the big one. Because it was just hanging out. The big dragon, the biggest dragon.
But he's a Targaryen.
He's an actual Targaryen.
Aemon has dragon, the blood of the dragon rider.
So Alan and Adam, they have the dormant gene. It's not active.
Well,
that's what it's perceived to be.
It wouldn't be dormant. It'd just be that they'd never had a chance before to bond with an. Okay, so what happens is a child may have an egg that hatches in the cradle, and 99% of the time that dragon will take to that child. But there's other times where a connection is made between an adult dragon and a kid or even a young adult that it's just because it's in their blood that dragon does choose them, but it doesn't have to choose them.
Yeah, but here's a problem though, is in the books they are completely look Targaryen.
Yeah.
Or in the show, these 2 guys don't.
No, are you saying that they don't?
Wait a minute. Why don't they look Targaryen? Just because they don't have the colored hair?
I don't give a shit.
Necessarily. They didn't look Targaryen, Christy. They looked Valerian.
Or yeah, that's what
all
it is.
All the peoples from Valyria.
They don't have the blonde, the silver blonde or whatever hair that it's supposed to be. Don't get me started on the fucking eyes, by the way, in this show.
It'd be easier because looking at the eyes, like, oh, this one can ride a dragon, this one can't.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Jane's right. Nettles didn't either, but she literally was feeding sheep stealer sheep.
Which is exactly what the first Valerians did to tame the dragons in the first place.
By the
So
way-
that's
But
why
it's
it
more
doesn't
ambiguous
bother
than
me
you
that
think.
But you are basing on why though Alan and Adam get a fucking dragon is because of their Valyrian blood. In this show, how are they going to compensate for that when they don't look even have a hint look Valyrian?
Okay, well, one of them
Well,
is bald. The
Alice
one
doesn't
from
look
Raised by
Valyrian.
Wolves. We don't
And
know what
Adam
hair
doesn't
color.
shave that.
What is? Yeah, we don't know what color it would be if he grew it out. Boom.
Yeah.
That's a good
Got her.
point.
Check the carpet.
I'm
So-
not gonna do it anymore. I'm just gonna get mad.
Well, and yeah,
Like-
right. Rhaenys is not supposed to look Targaryen. She's supposed to look more Baratheon, but they screwed that up. So Ned Stark, wrong, confirmed. But you are right. I didn't realize that they don't have their names, but Corlys's great grandmother was a Targaryen. So
Okay, so it was a great. Okay, I thought it was a grandmother. Sorry
yeah,
about that.
great. So 3 times great. So the first Lord Valerian was married to the first Lady Targaryen, but
Mhm.
then that makes no sense if that DNA.
Honestly, we're just gonna screw it up, and
Yeah, I know.
we're just
Someone's
it's gonna
gonna-
be on a hard point. I don't want it to go like
I know. I get excited.
downhill.
This is the
It-
stuff I enjoy. Like, let's look at their
Yeah.
genealogy.
I'm sure
Yeah.
they're going to do it with a throwaway sentence in
Yep.
one of the episodes.
Yeah. All the blacks in the show are Valerian. That makes sense. That makes sense. I love you,
If,
Mike.
if they're Valerian with that spelling, that means that they are a root herb that can help you fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You know what, Jane, you're right.
the-
But don't you think one of the, well, we also don't know who their mother is.
I thought
right?
you also had to be pure though.
Matilda of Hull, I thought was her mother.
Yeah, and her nickname's Mouse.
Oh,
But
that's
in the
right,
show, they
that's right.
could randomly have her
But-
have Targaryen hair or something.
No, it'll
thought you
the
had to be pure.
Targaryen will come from the mother. You watch.
No.
Real quick though,
you look at Hugh Hammer. Okay, sorry about that.
No.
Hema?
Finish that thought, Christy, and then we'll go to Matt.
You look at Hugh Hammer. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
that looks more like salt and pepper hair, in my opinion, versus it's supposed to be silver. But
supposed to
it's
be silver.
insinuating that he has some kind of Valyrian stuff.
Well, and real quick before you go, Matt, the thing that bothers me, it's not, I don't care about their color, the person's skin color, but they need to have that. The reason why these dragon seeds, like in the book, they all have some Valerian look. They have, like you said, silver hair or like the color eyes. Like, I don't think any of them don't look a little Valerian. Just
Nettles.
A little.
Nettles.
Oh, Nettles.
Nettles
Jesus.
didn't.
But they won't have it.
Once again, I think that Nettles proves the point of if the Valerians could tame the dragons, thousands of years ago. Nettles did exactly the same thing with a fairly docile, lazy dragon.
Oh, how they
I
actually
thought-
first became that's a
Right, how
great
they
point.
first
Go
became
ahead,
dragon
Matt.
riders.
Go ahead,
I
Matt.
thought that you had to be pure of blood to be able to or to control a dragon and ride it, right? That's why Denise
Well, that's
Khaleesi killed her brother because he was no dragon. He wasn't. You know what
No,
I mean? I
she
thought that's
meant
why
in his
there's all the I thought that's why all the inbreeding too was
That
to
is,
keep it to where
yeah.
they can ride dragons. But now we're
Yes.
saying, well, no.
Well, one parent has to be a dragon rider. One of the parents it could be a grandparent, great grandparent. Like Danny, they skipped how many
Fuck it, I just want-
generations before Danny became a dragon rider?
Honestly, Clay has said it best. What level?
What level?
Yeah,
do you need
right.
to ride a
At this
dragon rider?
point, I'm excited to see
42.
some dragon
42.
peen because of
Yeah.
solve
Yeah,
that
and-
mystery.
Jane, you're right. None of them are pure-blooded Valerian anymore. It just
First I'm
has to
hearing of
have a little bit of that dragon blood in them. But Tina, really good point. Nettles might have done what the first Valerian did to tame a dragon. Now, there is in the history that they were taught by they were sheep herders and they were taught by a different group how to tame dragons. But
Yeah.
you know,
They have like a
whatever.
different
I don't know.
method.
I get excited about this stuff.
It's like how to tame a dragon, Valyrian Guide 101.
Yeah.
Bring sheep.
Or
Well,
was it
No
all just
mixes your
or was it
Propaganda,
all
right?
just propaganda? You see, that's the other thing too. Is maybe the Targaryens, all of them were full of crap, and everyone could ride a dragon.
Yeah, you never know.
but not everyone can skin
Man,
change.
I'm gonna have to get the fucking cliff notes for these damn
Oh.
books.
Thank you, Jane. Jane is supporting the channel. She is supporting the channel, and I appreciate that. For $5, Jane Theory says, say someone needs Mexican ancestry to ride a dragon. I have some from a few generations ago, despite not looking Mexican. There you go. I'm a dragon rider. Well, a dragon rider. And that's right. That is right.
What?
Yeah.
But is there a certain
dormant.
percentage of having that ancestry that you need? Just 1%, you're good.
No,
It's not-
it's got to
it's
be
not
it's got to be a little bit
pre-Civil
more
War.
than Elizabeth
It's
Warren.
Wait, I'm sorry. It's the one drop rule. Is that what we're saying?
No,
It could be.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
look
with
at
the
Danny.
dragon seeds, there
Like 2 people will get that.
they all just came out of nowhere. They just had one bastard
didn't get
father.
it,
We don't know
What?
Well,
where it came.
yeah, if
what
you look
about
at
the
Danny's
Eric
family
and
line.
Arik scene?
Hmm?
Have y'all talked about that Eric and Arik like confrontation?
Please talk about it.
I mean, for what it
What
was,
did
I
you
think it
think
was
of it?
great. I do have a question.
Yep.
How do you pierce your stomach in full armor?
That knife has to be sharp.
Well,
What kind of
you
was
see-
it Valerian?
You see,
Oh,
the
he
Dothrakis
did.
learned the Dothrakis
Like-
could do it in Game of Thrones, therefore it's canonical now.
Like the way that they made it, I was just like, what?
Yeah.
Was there something like in between where it was
No, I don't think so. I
I
think
don't want to say like a blind spot type thing to
I
where
think
he
if-
could.
that's a good question. I mean, the force of him going down. I wish Shad Universe was here. Him going down so hard that sword can pierce if
Well,
it's not
gravity
that
can do it
thick a
that way,
plate.
sure.
Yeah, if it's not, I don't know. He really went through that thing like butter, though.
It's- okay.
Yeah, you got a valid point there. Valid point. There we go. I thought you'd like that.
Because I just didn't understand it because I was just like, what? Where?
Yeah. No, you have. It's a really good point. Like, I don't know. Sorry.
Mhm.
What?
I almost got Jane.
What is she? Oh, about tonight.
Yeah, because I'm trying to frustrate her onto coming next week.
Oh no!
Don't do that.
No, don't
I'm not.
frustrate me.
I have questions. I didn't read the books.
Why are you asking all these questions? Making statements? Assuming?
You missed all my questions about dragons and their dirtiness.
Oh yeah, we learned how dragons make babies.
I don't
we-
want to know how lizards do it.
They're not lizards, they're birds.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean,
She has.
Are they?
She means it.
How much of a dragon do you have to be before, or how much of a bird do you have to be before you're no longer a lizard?
You
It's just
at
like
least
the
have to have
dinosaur.
feathers.
Some dinosaurs took after birds. Some dinosaurs took after birds. Some dinosaurs took after reptiles.
Yeah.
Entirely
I've just
different
never
types of
seen.
animals.
I've never seen a bird with a neck as long as the bloodworm.
I mean, I've never seen.
Well,
a
that
bird
one is actually supposed.
spit fire.
That's actually he's actually considered a
Wyvern.
Well, no,
Right?
actually, I was gonna
Raven?
say he's considered a deformed dragon.
Oh,
So he's a bit retarded then.
a bit.
Exactly, but because of the fact that because of his weird thing and the fact that he's got such a long neck and a lean body, he's one of the faster dragons. So he
Mhm.
doesn't look like most dragons because he's kind of deformed, and that deformity actually was a benefit.
Was it?
Was it really?
I mean,
yeah.
is he invited to all the dragon parties and shit, or do they treat him like
He's got he's
They treat him like Rudolph.
he's
Doesn't get to
more
play any of the
battle
dragon games.
he's more battle ready than any other dragon out there. I mean, the only other exception would be Rainey's dragon.
the big one.
Or possibly Sea Smoke too, because Sea Smoke helped with the Battle of the Stepstones.
Dang it! I'm gonna need a chart for the dragons now.
Oh,
I'm
you
looking.
should see mine.
Oh,
I got a foldable. I'll put it in our private chat.
Please do. I'm looking
Yeah.
at the Targaryen family line, and you know how many generations? Like, okay, so you got Dany. You know both her parents, but then you go
Of
back.
course.
You go back. Yeah, of course you do. Rhaella and Ares II, the Mad King. But going back through there, you know the king before Jaehaerys II, and before him Aegon V, and then before him Maekar the First. None of their wives. We know none of their wives.
Yes,
Right?
we do.
Why are we getting away from that? That's how
but
it
they're
should have
saying
been.
we
That's how
don't.
they could have kept that.
Aegon V, his wife was Bertha Blackwood.
Oh, Bertha was his
And
wife.
Maekar, it was Diana Dane.
Okay, then why is this not filled in? Because I'm very confused now.
I don't know. What website did you get that off of?
Teresa sent a message in the private
someone-
chat.
Yeah,
Men's
I was gonna
rights.
say, I need
Stupid.com?
to-
Oh,
I'm
I
sorry.
need
God,
to
I think
head
she
out,
needs to
Scott.
bounce, yeah.
So,
What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so
Yeah, no
focused
worries.
on stupid stuff. Thank you so
No.
much.
okay. Well,
Please.
thank you for being here. I mean,
No,
thank you for
thank
having
you
me.
for being here. No, I appreciate it. But
Sure.
let them know where you are and where you're going. All right,
Yeah, you
not
can-
personally, but
Crazy, and it's a short trip. But you can find me here at
Mhm.
Miss Martin Muses, where I talk about what makes me laugh, makes me cry, makes me happy, makes me sad, or just really ticks me off. Probably there'll be some more House of the Dragon content. I've been doing some How It Is in the Books videos. They drop every Friday, so stay tuned for that, and maybe some more live streams depending on how things are going here at House Teresa. So thank you for being here, and I'm at 1,109. So let's make it 1,110.
yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
Okay, damn it. All right.
Good
well,
math.
thank you very much. Always great to see everyone.
Thank you
and
so much.
have-
We'll see you next week.
Bye,
Okay,
Teresa.
thank you. Bye.
I guess
Thank you,
I guess
Teresa.
I'm not in the chat where she dropped that thing about the
Dude,
dragons.
stop being so sad. You are in the chat.
No, I'm looking.
She didn't drop it yet.
Oh, I thought somebody said she did.
God, man. All right. So anything left you guys want to talk about before we wrap this thing up?
I love how they ended with Allison and Kristen again.
Oh, that was such a trope, though. It's like, I slap you, now do me.
It's very dynasty.
Dynasty. It's not
Yeah,
even
or
good
Delis.
80s General Hospital. Yeah, pulled that joke twice. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
St.
have one
Elmo's
question.
fire.
What were you going to say?
I have only one question. In the conversation between Otto and Allison after he gets,
Do you say
dehanded-
Otto again?
Otto?
Otto.
You said, she was like, Otto. I like that. That
Oh,
was good.
sorry. My Chicago accent came out, huh?
It was great. Yeah, it definitely did. All right, sorry. Say your question again. I'm gonna ask.
When they were talking and Allison said the whole "I have sinned," and
Mhm.
Otto kind of brushed it off like, "Oh, I don't want to hear that." Is he
Right.
saying I don't want to hear that because I don't need to hear any more of your trouble, or is he really? Oh, Allison, you're just this sweet, perfect daughter that
No.
you would never have done anything wrong.
No,
No,
I
he's
don't
like,
think
I want
he
to talk
wanted.
about me.
Well,
It's
I don't
about
think
me,
he
not
wanted
about
anything
you.
more. Oh,
I
go ahead. I'm
think-
sorry.
I was going to say, I think that is the Westeros version of "I love you" is plausible deniability. I think that is the gift that means more. You know.
Yeah.
I like that Tina talked about it because when Kristen was confronting Arik, I really thought like, well, does he know? Is he going to insinuate anything? Is like,
Oh, you thought Arik
a
might be
little
like, oh,
side-eyed?
you're bringing this to me? Yeah. I was thinking the
So-
same thing.
Yeah, it's like honor. It's like really.
You're
Did you
talking about
press my
my
little
honor?
bit royal this morning.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe your
So-
cloak looks a little tan instead of white.
And
Mm.
and I just saw it on another tab on my computer.
Mhm.
So there's like in the trailer for episode 1, you see the scenes of it looks like how Helena and Allison were in a funeral type thing, but they
Yeah,
were
and they're
running.
Yes, we talked about that earlier.
What were y'all's thoughts about that?
Teresa, what did you I think
Teresa
you and
and I were thought-
oh, not Teresa, Tina, you and Teresa were talking about it. What do you think? Do you think that's now a deleted scene, or do you think
I figured it was a deleted scene, but I mean, I suppose there are other funerals that need to happen, but I don't know how many of them had a procession.
and how
Okay.
many were in King's Landing?
But
Things
the
like-
ones
right.
that weren't there. That's the problem. That's
Right.
what we're running into. And
Right.
what other scenario could they be running from?
They were
Well,
in
they
funeral
said
garb.
There is
I was-
another scene later on in one of the future episodes with the two of them running, but they don't have veils on in different dresses. And that's
Yeah.
supposed to be because of the food riots in King's Landing.
Is that are we
Uh,
just mixing the two up?
No, there are I think you had the photo up
Well,
earlier. And that was they were wearing veils while running, as opposed to the scene that's going to happen in the future during the food riots. They don't have veils on; they have different dresses on, and they get caught up in the crowd.
Okay.
Wait, are they doing the Shepherd this season?
Say that again.
Are they doing the Shepherd this season?
They might be a little early, but I guess they could, or at least
I'm
maybe
blanking on
start
that.
the story.
The Chick-fil-A man.
Hey,
You don't know me.
Cam, thank you everybody who's been here. 59 people watching right now on Twitter, Rumble, and YouTube. We appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Hit that like button, thumbs up, whatever it is. Right now we are in a minute, we're going to take a look at the trailer for next week. I just want to give this shout out right now. If all of a sudden we go from when I say, okay, here we go trailer, and then it's completely another scene, it's because YouTube probably hit me and I just cut it out. So,
And
you were going to say
real
something?
quick, and what I was going to say is when Otto mentioned Darren, is that the first time the name has been mentioned on the show?
I think so. I don't remember them.
It was so cheesy on the nose about it. It's like, your son, Dayron.
Dayron.
No, Daron Targaryen.
He
that
can still
was
be
so
of use
lame.
to us.
Yes.
He's an important character that we definitely didn't forget about.
And he's teachable. That was so dumb.
I mean, it just lets you know that Otto actually thinks that two of his grandsons are just worthless. Like, all right, they've already been tarnished.
And I like how Otto is like you haven't done this, or we had it in the bag type thing with exploiting the death of his great grandson, and then all what we've done, all what's been done for you type thing. What you talking about?
He's not wrong though.
Y'all schemed and scandaled and shit for 2 decades to put that shit on there, to put him on the throne, and he didn't even want it. But now that, but he saw he has the sword, he has the crown, he had the crowd, and it went to his head.
Did he have the dagger when he went in to see blood? Did he have the same dagger that was used to try to kill Bran?
Yes.
No, he was holding that dagger. No, I thought
it was in a seat.
He backhanded him with.
In the
he hit him.
No. He picked him up with the mace thing from Laris's.
Yeah, that's what he hit him with. But it
he
was
hit
on
him
his
with
belt.
a club foot. Oh,
I think that dagger was on his belt.
Do we know the name of the third episode?
One at a time. Tina?
The dagger was in Aegon's hands during during the first episode of this season.
No.
So he had absolutely.
I don't know.
Do we know the episode or the name of the title of this episode?
Good question, because they haven't updated. Have they finally updated IMDb?
IMDb, I'll check right now.
That too. I'm dyslexic. Yeah, you check that. We're going to start this. So once again, if you're watching this on YouTube in the future and all of a sudden we just jump to another part, it's because YouTube, even though these companies want us to be looking at these things and want us to be talking about their shows, for some reason, automatic hits every time. But I want to show it to you guys. So here we go.
Or either Scott is just a weird bald guy. That could be it too.
Yeah.
Real quick, because it's going to be on my mind until I get it out.
Okay.
Don't knock on the DoorDash. Put it down. Take your picture and leave. Don't open it and then trying to hand me 2 drinks and bags of shit.
Motherfucker, I had that today for lunch, and I said on the instructions, do not knock on my door or ring my doorbell.
Yeah, man, did they really?
Yes.
If I'm DoorDash, I don't want to talk to you. I just want.
I don't want to talk to you.
What?
Right.
What do you mean? DoorDash is just supposed to come to your house and drop shit. I would never use them. You're not supposed to interact with the person.
You find that on the web, right? The internet. All right, let's do this.
There is a war brewing.
Now that's Damon, right?
So
is he dreaming? Like, is this from? I'm
Is
watching the right one, right?
Be in there?
I just.
That's Damon, right?
That's Damon in the throne room, right?
Yeah.
Unless
it's like a dream or a flashback.
It's Damon
the
because
hair
he has
looks
that
a little
stupid
long
little
from
ponytail.
last.
Or did he like sneak in? Do they have him sneak in again? That would be dumb. But this has to be a.
The hair is the least consistent thing in this show.
Yeah, I know, dude. I have to say they did a much better job with Bailey's Bela, excuse me, and
No, it's Reyna's. Bela and Reyna. Reyna's
yeah,
was the one with really bad hair. Bela's was actually pretty nice in the first
yeah,
season.
but they're even better this year. They finally were like, okay, we're gonna nail this down.
They're all still very wiggity whack.
Wiggity whack. What's up, Sam? Good to see you, buddy. All right, here we go.
And they will fight to regain
Wait a
the
minute, I'm
power.
going back because I forgot what he said.
There is a war brewing.
Oh,
And they will fight to regain the power that was vilely taken from us.
who is that?
Maybe we won't get claimed because you're showing it in 480p.
Am I?
Is it buffering? Is it buffering or is it just me?
I mean,
yeah, it was laggy as hell. I thought it must have just been my end.
Oh, mine's running fine. It's great.
I mean, it's running.
Boom, 1080. We'll see what
So,
happens.
You only had the
It has
stream in
it has
720.
the 3 scale prongs
Oh.
down the back of its neck.
Okay.
That cannibal?
I-
It's the only one I know that has that.
Yeah,
What
Right.
the hell?
But
Who's
who's
that?
on top of
Damon
it?
and
Who's
this
on
is
top
Damon
of
and
it?
Rainey's, correct? This is
There's
Damon
somebody
and
on it.
Rainey's. Right, and there's someone on there, right?
Oh shit! It looks like somebody from the Acolyte, like for real.
Yeah, it does.
Do you look?
Smilo Ren.
Yeah, the face is covered and stuff. Only
Is there
the
an eye
eyes.
patch?
It's definitely a chick, though. Well,
Oh,
no,
Slane.
god dang.
Could it be?
If it's
Who
a
is
chick,
it?
then then I bet you it's Reyna. She finds a dragon somehow.
What do you mean find what? She's walking in through the woods. She's like, oh my god,
Well,
you'd never believe what I came across.
Well,
my
what we
hike.
were trying to explain earlier, that you can imprint on a dragon. You
Right.
can either have an egg in your crib
Or-
that hatches, or
You think
You
this
call
is
it a
this
dragon
is a
seed.
flashback?
It
Could this
was
be a
like she
flashback?
found it.
Nah, Rainey's
Of some
hair is
kind?
really long. Yeah, this could be a flashback because Rainey's
like
hair
a-
is super long.
like
What,
whatever.
2 months ago?
Rain-
Look at him. Sorry,
knows?
sorry,
Alright,
Christy.
What do you guys think of the chat? Who could that be on the dragon, and what dragon is it? That's a badass looking dragon, though. He has a beard and everything.
Wait.
Mhm.
Is that Damon's armor? Because it looks different.
It
That's
does
what I'm
look
saying.
definitely
different.
Yeah,
Damon.
exactly. That it looks different.
He's-
And I
Yes.
assumed it was.
Oh, my
I
God.
assumed it was.
This is Aegon. Are they really gonna throw in Aegon now?
As in the Conqueror?
Because look at the hair. The hair's the same way as it's depicted in the books.
Yeah, it is. And that's not
That's
So-
Visenya.
not. Is that Visenya on top? Wait a minute. So Vagar, Balerion, and what was the other dragon?
Melees.
No, Verminthor, wasn't it?
Verminthor.
Wasn't Verminthor was the third dragon?
No, it wasn't. It was Melees. No,
Yeah,
it was
I-
No,
Meraxi.
Melee's is Rainey's dragon.
Who was Damon's
Well-
father's dragon or
Right.
mother's
The
dragon?
original 3 dragons were Vagar, Balerion, and I thought Verminthor was the third one.
It does sound right.
No, the original 3 were Vagar, Balerion, and Melees.
I have to usually go with Christy
Ah.
though, because Christy usually nails this stuff, but for some reason that
Not
does
Melees,
sound wrong.
Meraxi.
I'm looking it up. Don't worry.
Fuck, I don't know.
Don't
It's,
you
I know
worry.
it starts with an M.
Don't worry. I got this.
Sorry,
you know
this
what?
is the only time you ever get confused about someone's name in this world.
I love how we're arguing or we're talking about this scene that's paused and watch it never be even in the fucking show.
You know,
Well,
that,
you
that's
guys
the
are
best
missing
part.
the most important part is that they learned their lesson after the twins. They changed their armor so they wouldn't get mixed up with the other side.
The
That's why.
Meraxes.
That's why
I'm
he has
sorry.
different armor now. Lesson learned.
Who knows?
Meraxes. It's
Just play it.
Meraxes is
Just play
the
it.
original dragon, but let's see what Meraxes looks like. Meraxes is like a white dragon, so that can't be Meraxes.
Racist.
Yeah,
I'm
because
just
there was a
saying.
white, it was
Very beautiful.
white and green were the sister wives dragons.
Yeah. Vagar's green, Meraxes is white, and that's definitely not Balerion. Cool. Okay, we have no clue what this is, and it looks like the actress Rainey's from the Earlobe. And you know, Matt Smith. So I don't know who that could be up there, if not maybe a dragon seed.
By the way, her ears are not canonically
Vargarian.
Yeah,
They're not very
Valerian. I
Vargarian.
don't know which one I want to go with. I don't know who has the more pronounced
Yeah,
ears.
they're definitely Vartarian, yes.
I think they're more Baratheon. All right.
I do like her hair though.
What are we going to do about it?
Yeah, that's
See.
that's not the same knife.
Yes, it
Right,
is.
I'm about to go
No,
get
it is not. That thing is tiny.
sandwich.
It's the same fucking dagger, Scott.
No, you're so wrong. That is not Valyrian steel dagger. That you're all incorrect, and I am right, and I'm awesome.
Well, one, I was talking about.
I thought Rhaenyra had that knife.
She does. Thank you.
I don't remember him actually giving
So
it
how is
her.
Rhaenyra going to get it?
Rhaenyra
she
looks at it at the end of last season.
Did they put it in her crib when she was a baby
No.
so it would imprint?
Yeah, I think so. Jane, that is the dagger.
No,
You're
her uncle
wrong,
was already
Jane.
there.
You're wrong, and I'm gonna look it up after this show. All right, let's go. That's not the dress. That's definitely not it. The other one it was much bigger. It was almost like a short, like it was
a dagger.
It depends on the size of the hand.
Yeah.
On how big it looks.
I've got big hands.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
has those BK hands.
The realm's only hope.
Oh, that's the dagger.
To unite it. This war will not be won with dragons alone.
No, it won't.
With dragons flying behind.
Okay, so was that not Damon then? Because that is definitely
that's from this past episode
that we just watched.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, guys. I'll keep going.
It's not the same honor.
Armies of men.
You guys are right.
We have given the war to the dragons.
We must seize the hour and act before our enemy does.
That looks so bad. I'm sorry.
Those two lines did not go together. They put that shit together.
Yeah, they
It's
totally
entirely
cut
different.
that. They totally cut that. Now that's Hugh and his wife. Okay, they're bread lines probably. The bread.
Oh, the
wars.
blacksmith guy?
Yeah, and look at that guy.
Cares
He looks
so
like
much
he's
about
pooping.
his story.
You got to. He has a child.
The hour and act before our enemy does.
Oh, that is so bad.
Senseless war was end.
Who was that?
Is it the?
Yeah, I've seen her in a lot of promos, and I have no idea who that
White
is.
Nettles.
Jane's yelling at us in the chat.
Why are you yelling?
No,
Not yelling.
because she's seen Caraxes.
She loves.
Oh, Caraxes.
Yeah.
Caraxes.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you, Jane. I'll show you right after this. I'll bring up the dagger. Okay, so could that be the because this is King's Landing. I thought the witch from Harrenhal, but that's not her.
No, it's the fucking the weird chick from the first one that takes off the necklace and gets all old and shit.
No, that would
It's
be
part
awesome
of her
if
people.
it is. It
could be. They could be bringing in the R'hllor and his followers.
R'hllor and his followers.
I think I nailed this one.
You might have
Suck it,
nailed
book
that.
readers. I'll be back.
Yeah, it was the fact that she was in red that gave it away.
Nick nailed it first.
It was the nose.
Nara's handmaid. Oh, so maybe Rhaenyra. Okay.
Oh, Rhaenyra. Well, no, because she had dark hair. That's not Alinda, because Alinda had slightly darker skin and she had dark hair, and she looks too.
No, that's Nettles.
You're all wrong. You're all wrong about the dagger. This is a hill I'm dying on. All right, let's go.
This war was end.
Will never prevail.
Not like this.
Oh,
There is more than
Brackens.
one way to fight a war.
The Dance of Dragons is about to begin.
Are you effing kidding me? She actually says the line that I don't remember that in the books. Is that in the book?
That wasn't something that someone uttered.
The dance in the dragons has begun. That was so lame. That is so lame.
The Dance of Dragons is about to begin.
The dragon looks badass though.
They've done an awesome job with the dragons this year. I really give them credit
They have.
because
When-
we were waiting for so much more dragon time within the original series, and they've really come through.
When Rhaenyra got off the dragon, some of the best special effects I've seen in a long time.
All right.
But-
Yeah.
That was
Chicken the Red-
Rhaenys in the
Chicken
first
the Red
episode.
is being called Alice Rivers.
So it is the
that
witch.
would be Alice Rivers. Yeah, that would make
Mhm.
sense.
So I was
She looks
right.
like-
It's a
she looks like
Harrenhal
she-
witch. Wow, I got it. So I'm right about that and the dagger. That's awesome.
I don't know about that. Well, I will look up the actress that plays Alice Rivers to be sure for sure. But we do not have a episode title for episode 3. We know that 4 is Dance of the Dragons, but that's it.
Really? That bad? Huh?
My Chick-fil-A.
He's
I'm
over
sorry. I'm looking for the cat's paw dagger.
But seriously,
Okay,
though,
here you go, boys and girls. You're all wrong. That's the cat's paw. It's a huge dragon bone hilt. That dagger he had was like this little flimsy butter knife. That is
Boom.
the
Don't
cat's
ever
paw.
doubt me.
Don't ever doubt
Ooh.
Scott again.
Your
What,
nice is
Vanessa?
still
What do you got to
pecans, that's
say? Huh, Jane?
little.
Theory.
Wait, is that the one that they try to use to kill Bran?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. They
And
brought
that's the
it
one
into
that
this
had
show.
the Aegon stuff about the
Yeah.
Feels like a
Song of Ice and
retcon.
Fire.
The one that
It's
no one's ever put near a
literally-
fire.
God,
The
it's
one-
literally the same fucking dagger.
It is not.
Yes, it
All right.
is.
All right, we're going back. We're going back, people.
Well, I looked
Wait,
up the
isn't your
actress
picture in
that
the
plays-
background holding it?
Look at Allison holding it in episode.
Violently
And
taken to regain the power.
No, I'll find it, guys. You all just shut up for a second. I'll find it.
Anyway, so I looked
What
up the
are we going to
actress
do
that
about it?
plays Alice Rivers, and she's not a very attractive lady, and
Okay.
that profile looked a hell of a lot better looking than
Oh,
so.
well, that profile wasn't
That-
doing her any favors.
That little hilt is not the same.
it's the
Hilt.
shape of it.
Oh, Madon. It's not the same knife, though. It is not the same. That's the dragon.
Okay.
That's the actual knife. It's not the same. Go back to the other one.
This
back to the other
picture, that picture makes it look like you're the wizard that the knights have to see, and he takes advantage of when they're young before they go on their quest.
What, Jedis?
You know what I
That's
mean?
what they all want. Now that's a knife. That's a knife. You're all wrong.
I was just thinking that, Sam.
But by the way, I'm not even talking about the one that he was holding. I'm talking about the one that he had on his belt when he went to go see Blood.
Please do, Jane. Please do. Okay, so I'm just saying that wasn't the knife. That's all I'm saying.
I can't
We're
wait
all
to
going to be on
proven right.
knife watch. We're all going to be on knife watch.
We've been
Yep.
sidetracked by the weirdest shit tonight.
Yeah, did you see
I'm
the
just
shoes
saying.
that guy was wearing? What the hell?
Oh, they were hot. I'm just saying that's a different knife. That's what I'm saying, guys. All right. So, yeah, the dog, man. I hope they follow the dog's story.
Yeah, poor
You know?
dog.
And he has like a happy ending.
My puppy
Yeah.
cried when she saw the doggy get
Stop,
kicked,
Jane. Stop.
and then when the
My
dog
cat hissed at it.
Yeah. The dog?
Yeah, my cat hates dogs. Even on TV, like on video.
Oh,
She'll
that's
hiss
weird.
at him.
All right, we got to end this thing now.
Overrepresented.
Really?
Oh,
I
no,
gotta-
no.
My in-laws are in town, and my studio is also a spare bedroom. So thank you everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you for me being right about the dagger. Because I'm awesome. Thank you, Christy, for being wrong, Jane for being wrong, Sam for being wrong. No, Sam wasn't wrong. Maybe Nick. One of them. Vanessa. Who else? Oh yeah, Tina maybe, and everybody else on the panel.
Except for Scott and me. We were
Yeah.
right.
You were so wrong. It hurts. It
I
hurts
was
that you didn't
adjacent to
believe
you.
me. You were not adjacent. Well, actually, you are. Okay, you're adjacent. All right.
Well,
so
for
anybody
everybody,
wanna-
come see Christy and I in Sieg when we're on a stream on Tuesday afternoons for
That's
lunch.
awesome.
Come hang out with us. I'm in the
I will
chats.
hang out with you guys.
Come see
Yeah.
come see us. Forget this guy that doesn't appreciate us anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
saying. I,
mean-
appreciate you guys when you're right.
Don't forget to follow
Like
us. I
me.
mean,
That's
Tina-
not Sting. That's
Grant,
some
Matt,
other day.
Scott. Don't forget to follow them on their channels. Just follow me on Twitter if you want to, because I love the memes of this fucking show. They have been amazing. Yeah,
Memes are
you're
good.
right. Gary
Memes
Nerdrotic was a great. He did a fantastic appearance tonight. I mean,
Yep.
You know
it
who's
was
doing an appearance tonight?
yeah. His appearance sure did.
Ooh, script doctor. Oh my god, Ed
No,
Kozer.
it's my hair's not done up yet.
Oh, hey,
it's me.
Edwin.
Did you borrow Jed's mop?
All I'm just saying, when Scott's right, the cat is a knife. You know what I mean?
What
The
did you
cat's
do to your
paw-
voice?
What are you talking about?
It's different than the last time we saw you,
That's not
Edwin.
Ed. Yeah.
Edwin
Who is
talks
this
anyway.
person?
Edwin wants.
I'll even talk like this for
Oh no! Stop that shit.
you, small.
All right. Well, you want to come check out my channel? We had a great live stream last night. We watched tomorrow's lessons, I think is what it's called. I don't even know how to explain. It was the most cuckoo banana video we saw. We saw part 2 of the white kid with a small penis gets made fun of.
Wow.
Wait. Part 2.
Yeah,
You made a part 2 of that one.
Yeah. Because
Part
remember at
2 is
the
out.
end, him and the
The
coach.
last thing we saw was they coaching him through the girlfriend off the bridge, and then
Right.
decided to make out.
Well, yes, because they started the small penis club.
Yeah, the small penis.
Oh
Club.
my God.
Yeah.
So what happens in part? All right. We'll talk backstage. Let them know where they can find you.
It's on my channel. I live streamed it last night. And
Okay,
also
great show.
another video about an Asian eating a dog.
All right, everybody. Have a great night. We're going
She
to
was
end
sad.
We're going to end with that.
It is a reminder I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so, having said that, I want me some glory hole.